The sound skipping. Crap. You want to go out and come back in?
Yeah, it's StreamYard.
It's
Well, I
StreamYard.
tried that on Friends live stream. It did the same thing after about 5 minutes.
Weird.
I just want to reach in there, grab the developer, and just go.
Yeah,
it's awesome right now.
Oh, you burp the jar every day for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll be right
Get
back.
a lot of the gas. The fermenting lids. Okay, Barry. Thank you, Tofu. Okay.
Yeah, it's super easy.
And how to garden. Oh, girl, that too. And
Girl, dad cooking up deliciousness.
I love that. I need that sound bite. Yes, your honey.
I have no idea if he goes, oh, it's Maureen again. Shut up, Maureen.
I'm going to need to buy some of that one day there, Glenn, because you're awfully close to us. So we'll have that. Would be great for us to have on hand. Can Etsy. Yes, Etsy beekeeper. That's
I can't leave.
Seed.
You can't leave?
What?
It won't let him leave.
Okay, I'll kick you, and then I think it'll let you. Wait a minute. Let me remove you from here. Hold up. Not ban.
Yeah, he's still in the
I'm gonna
basement.
just kick. It's kick. I'm gonna kick you from the studio.
Oh, don't do that.
No, oh shoot. No, well, that's not banned from the studio though.
Okay. Well, is it?
Yeah, no, it won't. It's a storms will be removed. Studio. If you want to prevent this person from rejoining, you should ban them instead. See, this is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Banning means they can't come back up. I'm not banning him. There we go. Yay, awesome. Thank you. I may end up selling pollen. I may end up selling pollen next season. My local beekeeper honey store told me she would buy as much as I could supply her. Ooh. Not as many beekeepers trap pollen. Oh, I'm gonna have to definitely watch that video. Well, DC, if you know how to copy and paste that into the chat, put that video about you collecting pollen inside chat. Because those of us on computers can click on it and keep a page open. Oh, okay. That's the other kitty then. So cute. Okay. Oh, licky, sticky color. Real sticky. She's awfully licky. Yes, I found mine. Oh, here's back in my basement. It's taking a little time. There's add to the stage. Storm's raising cats. Deuce. Let's see. Mind and balance and at peace. Yeah, I liked the way they said that. Oh, there you go. Passamaquoddy's on it with the links. She already sent you one for Kentucky honey. Oh, and wants to know the one you're keeping, is it male or female, or the one that you were holding? I'm not sure.
The one I named is a female.
Oh. I made a batch of meat stuffed sourdough buns for dinner tonight. Woo! Good for you, Glenn. That's awesome.
Mmm.
That sounds good. Yeah, it does sound. Yes. Meat and bread. Yes. Yeah. That sounds good. That's a great question, Tofu. Hey, KP Heathen. Guys down here, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was so far back. Greetings from Louisiana. Well, welcome, KP. How did you guys make out with Helene? I wonder if your internet caches. Maybe, but he knows about that stuff. I know. Oh.
Well, most of us do.
Hey, Serena and Narelle. Yes, you cook the filling first. That's what I thought, but I'm glad you asked that, Tofu. Because I can't imagine people trying it with raw meat. I think it tastes the best after fermenting for 6 months. Okay, that's good to know. I'm just, Florida, we have living, there's always stuff floating around in our air, like mold, all kinds of molds. Hey, LGG. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry. I am so far behind. They tricked you, Barry. Yep. Got one in. Let's see if another one ends up sticking around too. No, not gonna get anybody out tonight. Thank God, KP Heathen. I think you were here that night when I did have to. Good to see you. All right, you guys are out. Let me get down to.
Thank you.
I busted Barry's Wi-Fi. StreamYard did, not me.
Yeah, I
Why
was
do-
on somebody else's live stream over in the UK, and it was just there were two of us, me
Mhm.
and one other person, were having all kinds of trouble. I
Mm,
looked at my internet; it was perfect. It's been perfect for like a week,
mm.
and you know, what else could it be?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Well, I think they said like 4 carriers in those areas, like they had towers that were damaged and stuff during Helene. And I wonder what else she's damaged too, and if it would affect any of that. I'm not really sure because that's your
Yeah.
forte. Why do hummingbirds hum? They don't know the words. That's so funny because I'm very connected. I love hummingbirds. Okay, I'll find it. Everybody's saying,
When they fly by you, they sound like the lightsabers on Star Wars.
yes,
Whoom.
they're so fast. Okay, there I am. I lost my place. What about applesauce? Or
Love applesauce.
I love applesauce too. Like I love spiced applesauce.
Yeah, we made
Mm.
Marissa made apple butter and absolutely delicious.
I'm not reading that one out loud.
Good to me.
KP
Help you out.
Heathen. Maya is a good name if it's a female berry. Aw. Well, I think he has a name for her. He just hasn't gotten to reveal it because the internet or whatever is messing with us.
This is a boy.
Oh, good. There's DCB's video about him collecting pollen. So if you can go over and show some love to DC, that would be great. Oh, crud. I don't know why I just opened my own window and that sound came on. That was weird.
Yeah, I was hearing something else in the background, and I guess I bumped one of my shorts, so it was like, why do I hear me? Where is me coming from?
I've done things like that. Hold on, I just realized I've got stuff missing too that I had. You're not. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I know. I'm live. Hold on. Sorry. I'm talking outside of my head and trying to do stuff inside. It never goes together. Okay. Hey, let's get back to this. Thank you. Colin
Perhaps
Travis.
made the girls grumpy.
Oh, wow. Okay, 8624 is the name of the video. Okay. Damn, new customer name. KP. You just keep finding them, huh? That's kind of funny. Yes, and sweet Serena. We're all cousins. I love that outlook that she has.
More people saying hello.
Yes. Oh, name for the kitty applesauce. Oh, that's
Aw,
cute.
that's cute too.
That's adorable. Yeah, both of them were really cute.
So munched melons make for a grumpy DC.
Oh my, no.
8/13/24.
24. I clicked on it. I think I have it open now. I got to double check. That's what made me notice that for some reason your window had disappeared from up top. For me, like on my side up.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
First video talking about the pollen traps and how they work. Okay. Okay. Have a great morning. I mean, great day. Have a garden.
Good night. How to garden.
Night. Oh my goodness. And that's a really long day.
Yeah, good grief.
Like, but you'll get a lot done because you have those extra hours because you got up early. It's just about collecting.
In theory.
Yeah.
You go, man, why am I walking so slow? Oh, it's because I'm so tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the shake this morning. My daughter came in and I was out and she had to actually shake my arm. That's how out.
Wow.
I never get to sleep that deep. So of course, I have to wake up if I am sleeping that deep to go somewhere, which is to drive.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm.
true. Okay. Are we caught up? Yay!
We are
Okay,
caught up.
wonderful. So anyway, I made the talk tonight about worry because I've been doing lots of it, and then I actually looked up some solutions, and anybody can do this if you have a computer. So the first one they suggest is to question your thought patterns. I also have a quote from a friend later on. I have to go back and get it. Um, unhelpful thoughts can take root in your mind and distort the severity of the situation. And I know too, like, it sometimes when, like, I think I've even heard Diva say this out loud. Like, when you say it out loud and you realize what you're saying to yourself, it's easier to combat it and be like, that's not true, or that's weird. Why am I saying that to myself?
Yeah.
So it starts with being able to like capture those thoughts. And it's so funny. They even have a verse on taking your thoughts captive. I think God knew, because we would be like sometimes chasing certain ones down. Like, okay, this one needs a lasso, and I need a horse to get it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I find that I can, if I'm spiraling, and it's, and I'm by myself and it's all in my head, and then as soon as I say it out loud, like in my head sounds totally normal, whatever
yeah,
negative thing, about myself or about whatever I'm doing.
right,
Then when I say it out loud, I go, okay, you know what? That did not make sense. I don't know why it made sense in my head, but
right.
as soon as you say it out loud, you go, that is so unreasonable, Maureen. You
Mm,
need to just calm down.
mm. That's awesome, DC. 10 pounds in 2 weeks, 5 pollen traps. Our little mama needs all her hot things for her throat. What did
Oh,
Marissa make you?
Von B. She made me Von B.
What's
So it's lemon ginger, and it's
Oh, that's right. The stuff we
with
talked about
citron.
that one night.
Citron. Yeah, so it's got like the pieces of the lemon right in there. What it's called,
Wow.
it's a Korean drink. It's so good.
Oh,
Refusing to
yeah.
drink and take care of herself.
She said because she's refusing to drink tea and take care of herself. I made myself some tea today.
We're
Tea.
terrible at doing that. We've been
I had a bowl of tea earlier.
Hi, Marissa.
It surprised me. Hi, Marissa.
Both hello.
I mean, hi, Marissa's hand.
I know. That's Marissa. That's
I
Stephen
just
the
get
Dirt
things handed to me.
daughter, and also master herbalist.
Yes. Yeah, she just got her certificate in the mail. When I went out, I saw it. It was this great
Ooh,
big
awesome.
envelope.
Mhm.
And so I just thought, oh, at the end of her day, to walk up and see a great big envelope with her name on it,
Yeah.
so I stuck it back in the mailbox, and it's very pretty, and and it's pretty stuff. Like it's got
Oh,
a lot
nice.
of colors, and
Yeah. I know that.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
That's awesome.
I've been like looking at the Nicole Appleton, Dr. Nicole Appleton's school, because just for that diploma that she shows, it's just so pretty. Because I'm that shallow.
Well,
I want a pretty diploma.
I just want a pretty dress. I just want a pretty diploma. I want some nice shoes. I'll be
I can make
happy.
you a pretty diploma.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, make your
Anybody can make
concept
one. If you got,
right.
print shop or publisher, you can make yourself a really nice diploma. And then we can be official. We can be official doctors, not just people who play doctors on YouTube.
Yeah. Thanks, DC.
I think they
Sometimes
call that
there's just
impersonating.
right. Possibly,
No.
but only if we're using somebody else's name. We're not.
I
We're-
play a doctor.
Yeah.
I am a doctor on YouTube.
We play a pretend doctor on YouTube,
Mhm.
but we leave off the pretend because it's really hard to compete in this space. So, yeah. But if anybody comes for us, just so you know, yeah, we're
Okay.
Please, if that. Oh, thanks, DCBs. Yeah. Some of it's warfare, and I do. But other times I'm just so tired. I don't want to get up and do anything. What did one bee say to the other bee that was being nosy? Buzz off. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I end up playing. I use an app called Abide, or well, it's on YouTube. It's just called Abide, and I'll have that playing. And so sometimes it is scripture verses, and sometimes it is just
Nice.
stories that will incorporate the scripture
Right.
verse. And so I do really like that one
Mhm.
to shut my mind off, especially while I'm going to sleep.
Mhm. Yeah. The also the you were using some of the how do you say that? The beats. The like the gigahertz, but then it's like you have to also look at where some of that stuff is coming from because you don't know
Yes.
maybe if there's certain suggestions that might be hypnotic and that stuff. At least, that's my line of thinking. That may not be other people's, but that
Yeah.
is how I feel about it. Like I start to listen to stuff and then it's just like sometimes even the visuals is like, okay, no.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit
Yeah,
too-
a little
too
creepy.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the one that I listen to it's by a
Oh,
person
Indian.
who I've followed their music for years, and so I know that they're not
Right.
adding in some extra subliminal things that I just don't need. I don't need anybody else adding into my brain.
No,
Thank you.
no, right.
I'm good enough at messing my own head up
Right.
all by myself.
Right. And I know that's how you think because you've told me about that you were very selective with what you use, especially in that time of night where it's almost like that in between time where you're floating and you're not quite in dreamland yet and you're not quite all the way conscious is that time where you want things spoken over you that are good.
It's me every
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, and you might need something like that. I so hard, like maybe some music that soothes your soul. Um, you know.
Even just a nice ocean sound, if you
Yes.
don't like something like that, because an ocean sound, as long as there's no big crashes, it's got the sound of breathing, right? That
Mhm.
whoosh,
Yes.
whoosh. So it's like
Yep.
it's another a person breathing, and so then it is very calming as
Yeah.
well.
It's like a mother's heart sound too. They're similar, but like when they make the mother's heart sound, it's like whoop, whoop, like more of that sound.
Yeah.
But it's like that same kind of melody. It's just slowed down with the waves. It's so weird how that is a consistent, even with you'll see trees sway that way. And it's like, God loves us so much that he knows how to soothe us too. Like
Mhm.
even in nature.
Yeah.
Yes, journaling does. And it does. Sometimes I used to have to just write and write to get it out, like what I was dealing with, just to write it out and look at it. You're absolutely right. Hello, tofu. Plus, it just felt good to get it out on paper and
Mhm.
look at it. And like Maureen said, just if you're taking the thought captive and you know what you're saying to yourself, then you can address it. It's kind of the same idea, but it's visual. And that's what kind of learner I am. It does help with visual learner if they journal it. Sounds like a good daughter. She is telling mama to take better care. That's right. Amen. Yep. She is. She is. And she can even talk to mama's friends and say, Mama needs to go to bed now. Mama need because that's allowed. It does tend to do that little shift as we get older. Not that Maureen's there at all, but our babies start to be the adults and they start to take care of us.
Mhm.
Why did the bee watch the news? To see what all the buzz was about.
Mm.
Cute. Cast your cares upon the Lord. Cast means to throw it away from yourself and give it to God. Yeah. I heard it when I was younger, taught too, for those that make visual pictures in their head, that you're walking around with a big bag of rocks on your back.
Right.
And the Lord comes up and he just, let me carry that for you. No, I got it.
No, I'm
I don't
fine.
know. It's my bag of rocks. But yeah, eventually when the man releases it, he realizes like Jesus didn't want nothing from him other than those cares and worries. It wasn't like he was going to do something bad to him by giving all that over. Don't go back and pick it up. Yeah, that's the hardest part because my brain is so irrational on that. There's different types of, I think, well, not that I think, I know, of like OCD. And I don't have OCD, but with any kind of neurodiversity, you just think a little differently. And my little thought pattern is let's repeat it till we fix it. But that's also, I think, too, like role play, like whatever you sometimes were in your family growing up.
Right.
So it's like, I got to fix that. I got to fix that. And I'll just replay it in my mind. And it's like sometimes it's in the past. There's no way to fix it.
Nope.
And I have to physically tell myself, like, Carol,
Yep.
there's no way to fix that. You can't go back and fix it. So let's not keep thinking about it. It's part of the times you're in, the time of sorrows. Oh, the Bible talks about them, but it doesn't say much. It's a time period leading up to the end times. Wow. I will try that for sure. I'm getting so tired these days. I know it's from not getting out. Yes, it can really affect us not getting enough sleep. In fact, that's a big thing for diabetes too, is not getting enough sleep. You become insulin resistant pretty quickly, not getting enough sleep. Actually, here's a good one too, Anne. I don't know if you do the deep breathing. Like even Dave and I talked about that before, and she surprised me because I was like, I have never heard of the, breathe out all the way out, but breathe all the way into your rib cage and into your back when you're breathing. Try and kind of create that space all the way around. And it was like, it just kind of soothed me, like thinking of, okay, I'm just filling that space up and I'm just releasing it. And then, for us, it can turn into prayer. I'm, filling myself up with faith and I'm releasing that to you. So I need to go to sleep.
One of the biggest things is it's about trust.
Yeah, true.
It's the fact that we always feel like we have to do it all and that we have to take care of it all.
Yeah.
And there are times where that's exactly what we do. But there is an element where God is, for those of people of faith, where God's calling you to trust in Him.
Right.
And that is probably one of the hardest things.
Yes.
When you're facing,
Right.
finances or home loss or illness.
Right.
It's hard to go, yes, I can trust you.
Right.
And
No
but
what.
yeah, exactly. No matter what, I will still,
Yeah.
And but the cool thing is that every single one of us over these last few years have come into a place of having faith and having trust.
Yeah.
And so we've been, little by little, gently going, yeah, okay, I gotta trust, as GT says, trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah.
And so that I'm not just, again, trying to do it all in my own, with my own hands, am I figuring it out, where I'm
the trust part, I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Very, very hard.
Yeah.
If I can't do it myself, and it's very hard for me to say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
I need for help.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, most of the time, if I go anywhere, it's because Randall said, hey, you need a ride anywhere? Because we're going to town. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yes. And he said himself, I know you're not going to ask, so do you need to go to town?
Right. I'm glad that he knows you like that, though, and really offers like that. I'm so glad that God has provided a person who will do that for you, because he knows you well enough that you're not going to ask for help. So he sends somebody who actually meets that need right now where you're at. And, you'll work through that just like I'll work through this situation with God, and he's already up ahead of it. He already is there no matter what's happening. But
Absolutely.
I'm of like, yes, there's a time where it's like we declare, we decree, and we, pray in faith. And but there's always that verse in Job where he says, though he slay me, yet I will follow. And what I think I've been dealing with is going back and forth from that. And it's like, okay, really? Doesn't matter about either of those or how I pray like that. It's just that my Father loves me. He's going to see me through. And if that's his will for me, no matter come what may, that's his will for me. And he'll walk me through those steps too. But I haven't been able to say that to myself every single night. So I know I'm supposed to. But it's very difficult to get at the end of the day to that place and take it captive. So, like, to get back to the list, one of the things they're saying is like use aromatherapy, which I do use. I do it to motivate myself, and I do it like soothe myself. I know Gulf Coast Granny she came in one time. She's like, "Oh, citrus does it for me," and I'm like, "That's so funny." Yeah, for me too. I absolutely adore citrus. I've done this tofu, and I'm so glad you said you use a female voice because I'm going to look for that, because there is nothing like waking up in the room and there's a man's voice talking to you when you're alone and your husband's not there, or you don't have a husband, and you just hear a man's voice in the room until your brain fully wakes up and like, okay, he's reading the Bible. Okay. Oh yeah, the app. I've done that sick. So yeah, I'm going to try the female voice. Like I've gotten sick and I did the same thing. I played God's word over me because I was just that sick. I didn't know what was going to happen. And yeah, woke up.
Startled.
Yeah. It's that constant pressure. It is all over the world. It manifests in different ways, but it's from all the same location. Has all the same goal. Yeah. Time of sorrow. Well, you have to, that's too, like when you come into repentance, and that's just actually turning away. But there is that time of sorrow of like, I get it now. Oh my, okay. The stuff I did, you're doing that for me instead of me doing that. Yeah, that, yeah, that kind of, it's called like a godly sorrow and maybe that's exactly the stages God's taking us all through. And it either changes you towards him or it can just pin you against him. It's really not much in between. Yes, tofu is a great idea. Just carefully select the voice. Aw. Yep. How did you know me so well, Anne? I do. I pick it back up and I drop it again. I pick it back up and I sling it sometimes.
And I pick it up and I look at it.
Yeah, look at it. It's so sparkly, but it's not. It's also, no, it's sticky and gross. As a mom, we are the caregivers, and it makes it hard to look at God or anyone else as our caregiver. Yes, that's true. Once you, yep.
Yes.
Yep. Very true, Duncan. Yep. And too, we tend to make our Father in heaven, if you had a bad representation, that's a real difficult leap.
Yes.
It's that phrase.
Yes.
It's my diva. Always think I must do it for everyone, make their lives easier, and then I become so heavy I can barely stand up. Oh, that's me, diva. Oh my gosh. That makes a whole different. I'm like, what? That's my diva.
And that's my diva.
My diva. Oh yeah, that deep breathing rhythm will help you find that relaxed state. Yep, I learned it in martial arts. Yes, and that can help you a lot to quiet the mind. Plus, good for you. Yes, very good for your O2 levels. That's what I found when I was like, I'm like, what? Into the back. Wow.
I can take a way deeper breath than I
Yes.
ever.
Exactly. It's so like, do your students say that once, like if they haven't done that breathing exercise before?
Some do. Some
So they feel the difference, right?
yeah.
I did right away. I was like, so I'm like, why don't they teach this like when you go to the asthma specialist? They give you that thing to blow into, but they don't tell you how to blow into
Breathe.
yourself. Yeah, to breathe.
Exactly. Because it's like we all become shallow breathers as children. You'll
Mhm.
all, we'll take big breaths and we have big loud voices. And then as we mature and we start being more self-conscious of our bodies, we'll start to shallow breathe so that you're just, just the surface kind of breath and not actually take that actual big belly breath. And the best way for you to because it's a hard thing for me to teach everybody as well. Like I will get my student to actually lay down, on a couch or on the floor and then tell them to breathe, because it's like if I go, okay, take a deep breath, well then they'll try to push the stomach out. No, you're not, like you're trying to do it where there is a natural way to breathe. And if you're laying flat, on your bed, your belly will start to rise and fall, and
Right.
that's your natural way of breathing.
Yeah. I
And so
remember I
get them to
learned
do that.
we would that was a relaxation technique, was like you're saying, lay on the floor, put your hand on your stomach and breathe. And just
Yeah.
breathe and like feel that hand going on your stomach in that rhythm. So yeah, it creates that rhythm like the ocean too. You can. Unless you're hyperventilating over something, then you need to get back out of bed and just pray about that.
And get some
This is-
chocolate.
and get some chocolate, possibly. Yeah. Oh, Duncan. I think that's what was drilled into my husband's head. I'm pretty sure too. That's really hard. It is really hard. But
Huh.
you need to, because you can't be getting yourself sick to death, because then you're not doing
Yeah.
anyone any good.
Yeah.
Yes. I help blood flow. That's what I need with my lovely. I have one foot that acts up all the time, and I think sometimes it's circulation because I sleep on that leg. And then of course they have the lovely word that we all have heard, and if you don't like it, I understand. It's called exercise. They suggest with
And good
Oh,
night.
go
Thanks so
on.
much. I'm just gonna go away. Thanks.
I might have to
Yeah,
edit.
I'm done here.
Might have to edit this.
Right.
I'm not gonna. Oh, Miss Shawnee! Please welcome to the stage, Shawnee.
I was
Hi.
sitting here going,
Hi,
where
good
is
to see
she?
you.
I was busy with Howie because I wanted to see him one more time,
Mhm.
and I have just got here, so I'm catching up.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, glad you're here.
Thanks.
Not the
Oh,
same
wow.
way.
That's what your dad taught you, Anne. Wow.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. Like, look at what that's because of too the way they were brought up. Like, children were
Yeah.
to be seen and not heard for quite a few generations, and also used as slave labor not too long ago. So, children have come a long way as far as their treatment in the household. But yeah, I was part of that too. Be seen and not heard really too much generation. But it's not like my parents would get mad. They would just were all like, you could tell they were put off that I wanted some of their attention, or
Mm.
But my mom was very doting though if I was sick. So it's like, yeah, then I'm going to stay home from school with bellyache, because then I get mama's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good thing for a
Right.
kid. And my mom, of course, I was her last baby. So yeah, the school finally was like, Carol needs to come to school more. Yeah, Tofu was like, I cannot
Oh,
listen to my voice like that. Yeah, for the audible back then. Oh my, am I that behind? Why isn't it not showing that? There we go. Oh, God made you. He stand there with his arms waiting. Oh, as long as many times as it takes, one day there will be no more sorrow or tears, and the hurts will not be remembered. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, DC, for such encouragement in the last couple of years that I let anyone in the homestead community know about my lupus. I'm so glad you shared that with me. And I know you shared it when I was really struggling. You shared about how the aloe drink was helping you. I really appreciate that and appreciate you, Duncan, for always being there for us. Like, really do. And we understand when you can't be because both Maureen and I understand autoimmune.
Hmm.
What do bees do at night? Bzz. They bzz? They get a buzz? I don't
No, they're
know.
sleeping. They're sleeping.
Oh, they
Zzz,
bzz.
zzz.
Got it. A little late. I think I'm a little buzzed.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people develop shallow
Oh,
breathing. That
God's
lowers
desire for me is showing some support on your side there.
the
That was
levels.
awesome.
Oh, thank you. What?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm not seeing like StreamYard's being weird tonight for me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, which is, not that I'm trying to get us off this topic, but I do. I was kind of going, hey, Miss Shawnee. So
Yes.
have you done some more research on where you might move or where we should all move or
I
should
heard
we
some
all
bad
move
news
together?
today. I heard
Okay.
that I heard that Melon is now Streamlabs Talk Studio,
Yeah,
which
it's been.
makes me not
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to
No,
support
but
it.
no. Stream
Did
Labs.
Streamlabs just buy Melon?
They bought them a while ago.
Okay, because I don't like Melon, so I was like, "What?"
I don't either. I think they just absorbed Melon and it was
Okay.
competition. And it
I
wasn't.
haven't seen anyone make the change and run it for me to watch. Everyone's still
Okay.
loading up their StreamYard, or they're
Mm.
just gonna use the free one and
Yeah.
not use as many hours, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's mad still, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it was Streamlabs. That was the one that you went
Uh,
with.
Oops, I just bumped a button. Okay, Streamlabs Talk Studio, because there's
Oh,
a different kind.
Streamlabs talk. Yes, right.
And
I need to
then
keep that Streamlabs
Barry,
talk.
are you here? Or is he gone? He
Yeah,
was gonna.
He's
You're gonna try
Yeah.
restream this weekend or what?
yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
I want to see that.
Learn to breathe in the army, and that was what the cadences are for, breathing in rhythm in the march. Oh, okay. Very strict. We're allowed to talk about, laugh, cry. Oh, so sorry, Anne. But you know what? You're such a beautiful person, so you made it through, and you should be able to open your mouth and say when you need help or that you're hurting. You just have to find that safe space, I think. We're amazed about how quiet we were. Oh, and there's Shawnee.
Yeah, and it sounds like you guys are still talking about the topic an hour in, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, I only have like one more thing on the list, and then we can leave.
We got a list. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow we stayed on track.
I know it's amazing.
It's sad and sorrow. We all can share sad and
great.
sorrow.
Yes, and then we can go off of it. The other thing is they suggest grounding techniques, and that's what gardeners do. You just have to take off your socks. And I don't recommend it if you have wild. Well, they don't have to be wild. If you have dogs that you don't take to the vet, I don't recommend it, or that you do not deworm with something organic, that you deworm them well, because hookworm is a real thing. But that's my caution, because I own a dog and I always think of that when people are earthing. I'm like, oh, parasites. I'm like, how can I relax? There's parasites. Old school upbringing. You have to remember the era. Yeah, they did. They went through 2 world wars. That's right. My father and his father. Yep. Because my dad was an older dad. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Or here. Or there.
Forest bathing. Okay, I don't see me doing that here with all the
Yeah,
people.
they call it that.
You
Yeah.
don't have to
Into the
be. You
woods.
don't,
You don't have to be naked.
no, you
No.
just
No
be in the
nudity.
forest and breathe and see and hear.
Yeah, but people are going to see what they want to see, especially if they're addicts.
Okay.
Barry's out there. He's bathing out there in the creek in the woods. He's naked.
Yeah.
Private forest bathing sessions.
Yeah. They go through a lot. What's a hummingbird's favorite fruit? Nectarine. Cute. I love little hummingbirds. There you go. There's Miss Shawnee's channel. Oh, look at that. There's GT Ginger Grows in Alaska. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you. As
Hey,
always.
GT.
I've got to fix my my Gmails. I have just too many. I have like 4.
That's too
I do
many.
too.
Too many. And then I have a Yahoo too. So it's like if I'm not replying to you, come into one of my lives and let me know because I probably over all the ads and stuff, I haven't seen it. Oh, I'm so glad, Duncan, that you are getting some help. Yeah.
This worrying topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was having a really bad time tonight, and I think I can be honest here. And it was just is there like a tornado in your head?
Yes.
Like I went and I laid down in the dark and I left my phone out here. I didn't bring it with me and I tried to just I thought that was the right thing to do and it was not. It made it worse. It got worse and
It
worse
got
and worse.
louder.
And I finally came and got my phone and I sent a text to a
Mm.
person and that person called me and then now here I am and I'm better and I feel so much better. I
Oh,
just needed to talk to somebody
oh,
instead of twirling it in my head, you know.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad you could do that, and I hope they're, wise
And then
counsel
like
for you.
so for my kids, there's like 100 I'm not going to read this, but it's like 100 ways to like calm yourself down out
Yeah.
of things, whatever feeling that's losing control. There's so
Mhm.
many things. There's so many
Yes.
things, DC.
Yep. Absolutely.
We do need to practice and find our own that work
Yes.
for us. And it can change with age and life. The
Right.
thing that worked for you might not work
Right.
always.
Yeah.
So
For
I'm sure
me,
you
when
guys
I was
discussed
younger,
that. Yeah.
swinging, I can't imagine somebody coming out and seeing a 54-year-old on a swing, but
Oh,
I love swinging, and my daughter does
swing.
too.
Okay.
Not like swinging like the adult version. No,
You
like
know,
on a
Florida and everything.
yeah, no, like a little girl out on a playground, like when they used to let us have recess. Yeah, I want to try that too.
yeah, I can't swing anymore. Apparently, I liked it as a child. Not happening.
I can't either.
My
My
inner
inner
ear stuff. Yeah.
That's what happened to me. All of a
Yep.
sudden, my inner ear just
And I
rebelled.
wonder if that's gonna happen with my daughter because she loves the swing, and my son, my middle son, that is challenging to
Mm.
expose to the public,
Mm,
has a swing in here that he uses. So,
yeah. The middle ones usually are.
oh, I don't know which part did I say that, Serena?
There's so much said
I
already.
know. Sorry. Oh, here. Am I? Gosh, I'm here. Wait. Okay. Wait. Barefoot and grass. Yes. That's okay. We're down to forest bathing. Just let me know when I'm really super far behind because something's wrong with StreamYard tonight to where I'm not tracking right. Oh, I must walk in here.
And this is the problem I had the other night on another stream.
There's turkey. It's not them. It's probably me because I went from white to try their new dark background, and I think the black on white is better than this reverse coming at me. Turkey is very frowned on, so. Oh wow, I'm surprised, but maybe is that health reasons in Turkey, Ian, or is it just a sign of disrespect kind of thing? Like, oh, maybe like a purity thing. Because you're showing your bare feet.
My God,
Yeah, I'm
it's
so
still
sorry
raining.
you had like
Is it raining still?
rough day.
You know
Are
when
you-
like a domino hits a domino and it does this? That like
Mhm.
built up constantly and I just couldn't pick myself back up out of it, you know? And it didn't help that I haven't eaten. Like I maybe ate
Oh,
a couple times today, but I don't know if you ever have this, fatigued by the decision of what to do because I know what I wanted to eat, but
yes.
I'm not supposed to eat that thing and I wasn't going to spend the money on it. But man, right now, if I could, I'd go get it, but I'm not supposed to have that thing. So I just didn't eat. I
And
didn't
like
warm up.
chocolate chips and
I-
peanut butter sandwich, and you
I'm
just
like,
kind of smash them
Is
together.
that
Oh
I went
my
and got some
God,
sunflower
Carol.
seeds because, like, I needed to eat something.
Yeah.
It
You
was
eat like I do.
yeah.
Dang.
I don't usually eat like
You
that.
gotta be my sister.
Yep. I don't usually eat like this, but it just like Shawnee said, the fatigue of
I mean,
decisions.
if we're not related, I don't know what it is.
And I
Holy
just needed
crap.
some carbs. And I wouldn't be able to do that. I can't stand shoes on my feet. Oh, I'm barefoot unless I absolutely have to put shoes on. Wow. Okay, so we're back on earthing, guys. I might have to just skip some of the stuff where you're talking to each other.
I prepped a bunch of salads and then I don't want cold food.
That's what happens to me too.
Like I literally 2 days in a row, I'm like, I don't want to eat
Yep.
cold food.
Yep.
Mhm.
So now I have 3 types of salads in my fridge.
Mm. Yeah, that'll do it. There you go. And that humming sound, DCBs, that would probably put me in my place pretty fast if I couldn't check myself. Yeah. I probably would not have bees until I can check myself better, actually, in all honesty. I grew up barefoot and still go barefoot unless I'm going somewhere. See, I didn't. I grew up in like socks and shoes, and I like my socks. They believe that. Oh, they believe that. Do they know we're made out of it?
Wait, who said that? The
They
belief the
believe
earth
in
is supposed to stay.
Turkey that the earth is dirty.
Turkey. Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. That's
Well, some
interesting.
of the earth is dirty.
Yeah, I mean, there's dirt on the earth, but I mean, and yeah, there's places like we were saying, like if you have dogs that
The
aren't
bugs,
being
yeah.
wormed, yeah,
Mhm.
no eating is not helpful. Yeah, it's really not the proper thing to do. It's for kids. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, you just said that verbally, so yeah. Okay, let me see. All right, there we got it. Dirt is dirty. That's true. But I think they mean it on a deeper level. Not one of those days where I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat anything we have. Yes, yes. And that's like what Shawnee's saying. I have that happen anytime it's like there's healthy me went shopping and healthy me prepared some foods and healthy me isn't around anymore. And the person that wants desserts is here and she's like, what am
And she's not inviting the healthy you.
No. She just
Mhm.
left the building completely. Like healthy girl just walked off. I don't know where she is.
Mhm.
And I just want to, eat carbs. Or
So
have
I had-
protein.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Dirt.
I'm just going to take a comment out of a chat elsewhere.
Mhm.
It's Carol asking a question. What do you think about my topic for tonight, guys? Not sure about it, but I think folks know a lot about it since 2020. Now,
Mm,
we may
yeah.
not even consider this, but we're still carrying that burden from 2020.
Yeah, the shock.
We have become a little bit, yes, we're still in shock. We have become a little bit weary about things that we wouldn't normally wouldn't even face us.
There's another level of worry now. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
deeper.
You know, that made
Whoa.
me think of something because of what was going on. Some people couldn't go outside, etc. There's actually a deficiency disorder linked to not being in nature enough, not spending enough time outside affects your mood, your attitude, your behavior.
Yeah.
And we all just need to go outside more.
We do. And I
Yeah.
have,
Let's go.
and even with our vitamin D levels too, a lot of people have low vitamin D in the
My
sun.
north folk here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll just let you know it hasn't stopped raining for like 3 or 4 days, but hey, let's go.
Get your boots on and sit out there.
Yeah. Passamaquoddy too. She's had the same thing with food
I'm good.
the last couple of days.
Those aren't even that. You got to get like the waders out, don't you? Or is there no flooding right there? You're on the hill.
No, there's no. I'm on a hillside, hon. I can't.
That's what I thought.
Like the only place that floods is at my back door, so I put pallets down that we walk across to get above the water.
I didn't know that many people felt that way. That's so funny. I get it too. Like I didn't know other people dealt with that. Like
The decision fatigue for what to eat.
Mhm,
Oh, it's a huge battle I have.
mhm. I mean, I did see it in a short, and I laughed, and I was like, "Oh, good, somebody else has it." And then you mentioned it tonight, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, it's a thing."
It's real.
I didn't have anything planned for tonight's dinner, and then I went outside. When we had like a short little break, it was still misting the rain, and I saw that big yellow squash, and I'm like, yes, you know.
Mhm.
And I just grabbed the pocket knife and I said, yeah, I know what's for dinner tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is
Well,
good.
and it's like people in the storms. There was Roots and Refuge. She lost power, and she's like, I don't have a plan for breakfast because I can't light my grill outside. It's too windy. So she went and picked a watermelon, and that was breakfast. Like,
Oh,
you know,
Heck
yeah.
something from
Wow.
the squash is what reminded me of it. She went and picked something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Just like berries. Yeah,
Mhm.
Serena, and that's common on the spectrum to eat the same thing over and over again. And talking about that, other than a dopamine hit, I know with
Yeah.
my kids, it's sensory and all kinds and smell, like all the senses.
My go-to for dinner, if I don't know what to make, or if I don't wanna make any big effort, then I love popcorn with grated cheddar cheese on it.
Mm.
That's
Before
my
I knew
go-to.
before I knew oodles and noodles was such crap, it used to be oodles and noodles, and then I would use less water than they said because I liked that nice salty MSG-ness. I would like even pour off like some of the water just to get it to a certain, and then, but I've seen other people do that in other countries.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's normal.
Mhm.
Sorry.
We soup it, but other countries, they don't soup it. They
Mhm.
just cook it in the water.
Yeah, and take it out. And then I've
Yep.
seen just put the packet right on the noodles, and I'm like, I never tried it like that. I
Mm.
didn't move outside.
Good
my
night,
No.
DCBs.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
nice.
and oh, good night, TCBs.
Yeah, I'm the same, Shawnee. I like warm food, so anytime that that we have a warm meal, I'm always like,
Okay,
"Oh, I just
TCBs.
love a warm meal. Nice warm
I did.
warm soup."
I took some
Yeah,
soup out of the freezer, so it's thawing, so I can heat it up and probably eat some tonight. And then I looked at my meal plan and made sure it has roasted veggies, and I want to make chili. And like, since my body's telling me no salads right now.
yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's like that. How do you like prep for? I might not want to eat that. Like I might get to make that, yes, but I might not want to eat that.
You just have a compost pile for it, I guess, at this point.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess so.
I
It's
have
true.
I have chickens that love to eat
You too. Have
leftovers.
a good
Yes.
great night, DC. I need chickens.
Yeah. So then it's like, "Here, would you guys like to have this?" "Oh, we love it, Maureen. Yay."
Oops,
Mm.
Tab. Yeah, and that happened to a lot of people. They developed that. Made it harder. It's called sensory overwhelm. We all experienced it from staying home, that we got used to a certain light, we got used to certain sounds, and we've been around or away from other people's sounds for like a whole year. Some of us longer. And then you get out and it's like, okay, there's this sound, that sound, and all those sounds and all the visuals are coming at you, and it's a certain amount of sensory overwhelm.
I have that problem
True.
at the store.
Yeah, I have it in Walmart all
I,
the
I
time.
feel like I've had it my whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. That I have too. But oodles and noodles. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't eat it anymore. That's why. Yeah. And also it was giving me headaches. I didn't know all about that MSG was in so many things.
Mhm.
They always made it like it's a Chinese food thing. And like,
Mhm.
you see the restaurants that use it and don't.
No, come here. That's dangerous. Get off me.
Uh-oh. Daddy's talking.
You are a joke.
Okay, that's a great thing to do. That's another thing you can do is make yourself a tea or whatever, like,
Or Han just hands you a cup of tea.
Yes, or have your children bring you tea. No matter their age, it doesn't matter. Just call them up and say, "I need you to come over and make me some tea." I know I live in Florida and you've moved out to Utah, but I
I need you to come and make me some popcorn.
come baby me a little bit.
I know you're not driving or anything, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
take a Greyhound.
Mhm.
and was it right after? Wait a minute, you said did you make the move to Turkey after 2020, or you mean like a house? Where was that? You said about the house and moving. I didn't move outside. Didn't move outside my house. Okay. Yes, a lot of people when I was reading that before, I read it wrong. A lot of people couldn't do that. They couldn't get out. And like I said, like sensory overwhelm, but you're not alone in that. And sometimes I want to stay home more than I ever did after that happened. I noticed that.
I've always been a homebody, even though, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm a public figure,
Right.
but it's like people are like, hey, do you want to go out for dinner or go for drinks? No, I'm happy to stay in my home. And for me, 2020 led me out to become a gardener. So I was I actually was outside a lot, but I've never been a big social person, physical social person. Never have been. So, what beverages like to mess around with you? Teas.
I thought that when I got
Very
into
cool,
radio,
Andrew.
I thought when I got into radio, I would never have to, like, I always thought it was going to be behind the microphone, and they can't see you. They just have a voice to go by. But my station liked to do like public stuff where, we would go to the fairgrounds, or we would go here, there, and there, whatever. And they're like, oh, by the way, Barry, today you're going to be in. And I'm like, oh, okay. So what's the situation? It's there's going to be a lot of people there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I had to suck it up, Buttercup.
All right. Yeah, that's what, same thing for a lot of people in the side chat. Yeah, they're going through it. I can't believe it's 25 years. I thought it was less than that. Wow.
Oh, look at that. Snuggled right up to
I do too, Duncan. But I can't drop myself off and stay in the car. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's like part of me's in the car right now. Can't. Yeah. Oh, your hubby's the shopaholic. We both do a little bit. Like he does the mainstays that we get each week, and he'll get those and get then the cheapest he possibly can. He's really good at that. And I will watch prices, but not as well as like he's a Hawkeye on that stuff. But I love to shop. He doesn't. Quiet alone. Me too. I need that too. Yep. Yeah. And it's weird too. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't need to have interaction with people. It's not a fulfilling thing for me. If you want to come and help and work in my yard, oh my gosh, then I'm happy. But just to sit and hey, let's go for a martini, or let's go,
Yeah.
I'd rather do something.
Go out to a public place. Yeah, get something off the list. So I give him a list, and it's so funny. And he loves to go get everything in the world except my list. Yes, that's what they do. What? Sorry, Barry. I don't know what that husband thing is that they tend to do that, but my husband's got a lot better with it. I sent him because
I've never done that.
Never. I
can honestly say I've never done that. But I always stuck to the list because I knew we were on a budget. And I had a house full of kids to feed, so it was like,
Yeah.
Did you get yourself something? I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah. I think my husband just recently, because I never saw him do it before. His thing is he gets himself Hershey's dark chocolate and keeps it in the vegetable and fruit drawer. But like he's never had his thing. So yeah, it's been going on for a while. To finally, I was like, every night, like we're not at that age anymore. Don't kill yourself off. But if you do, can we check the insurance first? Nap today. Freaking woke up to the craziness. Fri-Yay today. I know I get my days confused like that sometimes when I'm just waking up. If I'm by myself, I will just leave and to go early in the morning. Yeah. They actually do have for Malachi, if I take him right after I drop off Hannah from work in the morning, it's quiet. They have the music and the lights dimmed for kids on the spectrum and for people on the spectrum, no matter their age.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah. All the Walmarts are doing it now because they've had all kinds of complaints.
Yeah.
One of their customer service reps, I had to talk to them because damaged goods that were sent here. And I said, they said, is there anything else we can help you with? And I said, why is the crappy music got to be so loud in those stores? And then you got this tone that goes off every so many minutes and you jump out of your skin.
Mm.
And they said, well, if you come in a certain time of the day in the mornings, it's the lights are turned down and they're doing it at night as well. So closer they get to closing hour, all the lights are off, like in the grocery section, not so much the rest of the store, and the music's not so freaking loud that you have to yell at the guy right next to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's always super loud. I don't know why they do that. I would think that would not keep people in the store. Is that like what they're actually trying to do? That
I
is so
don't know.
funny, Duncan. Yeah. I found that I did catch him with little Debbie, and I did talk to him about
That
those too.
two-time and wench.
Yep. Home wrecker.
Home record, little Debbie.
That's right. Little hoe Debbie. Oh, I wanted to get that quote. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Well, Shawnee had just put up here, the tempo of the music played in stores does play a role in the customer's shopping pace as they walk the aisles, and in turn, the volume of sales in the store. Up here at our Walmart, I don't know that there is music playing in ours. Like, and we've got like a big mega one, like it has 2 floors to it and everything. And
wow.
Well, I mean,
I
if you want to call it music.
Did you say 2 floors?
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
I know. I've never seen
I think
one. There's
Utah's
2
got
floors.
one too. If I got
Yeah.
the name,
I really
I
don't
got the
wanna go
state right. I
inside
think.
that.
Yeah, right. I couldn't.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I think I would order my stuff and go pick it up. But I would never go in.
If I have to go in, I look up, is it an A22,
Oh,
G13? Like, I get like that. So I literally go straight to, and I get out of there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
After 2020 during 2020 and right after it, I was loving the fact that they brought that thing where you order everything you want on the app and then go pick it up and you had you go to the side of our store to pick up your items and you'd let them know you're there and where you're parked at and they'll come pick it up or come put it in your car. I was loving that because I didn't have to go in that store and hear that god awful music and
That is an option. Yeah.
I
I was
like
able
that.
to try that, but then I'm sitting in the car way too long with my kids
Uh-huh.
because the people take so long to acknowledge that I'm sitting there and to bring me my things. So I opt in for delivery at this point if I can. But I've had problems with that. I got somebody else's order one day, and then the next day they were missing 8 of my things in my order, and I had to go to the store anyways. So
I wanted to do delivery too, but it was outrageous, and I was like, okay, no.
Oh, the fees.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did get the membership, so I have free delivery because then I can get Paramount Plus. But I don't know if I'll renew it when it's up. I think the price goes up, and so we'll see.
Always.
Especially if I move out to the country, if that ever happens, I'll probably cancel it at that point, anyways.
True. That's what I think some people are they deal with. They're just not close enough to. They have to take a long drive to get to certain stores if they're way out.
Yeah.
And do shopping less. I know Passamaquoddy blew us all away, and she was telling us that she does. I think it's once a month. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just build a good list, yeah.
And I really was surprised that 14 miles away from our Walmart that they included our area.
Yep.
For delivery. I was like, wow, cool. There's another store in the next town over. It's called Save a Lot, and they have the same thing, but I never could get them to take the right payment option because they on their website you could put 2. One is debit, and the other one would be like EBT. and they kept wanting to go to the debit, and they wouldn't do the EBT. And I'm like, I
Oh,
canceled the whole order.
yeah.
They would have brought it to my house, but I canceled the whole order because I couldn't get it to fix, and I couldn't get anybody to answer my emails. So I was like, all right, screw it. I don't care.
Serena, I haven't read this verse because the address, the 1 Corinthians 10:5, it's a different verse. So could you just, I can look up probably the wording. I'll go back and do that. But that's why I didn't read it. I was trying to type it. Oh, I just realized. But I'll come back to it, hon. Okay? Because it's like, I know what it is, the casting down of mindset.
David Corey with Christ.
Hey! Girl dead again. Sorry, guys. Hey, CR. I said hi to you earlier when everybody was talking. It's good to see you. Again. Let me see. Where did you see him? I don't even. There's David Corey. Hey, David Corey. Sorry, I'm having problems with my side chat in my brain. I'm trying to do grocery shopping. Yes, and that's what Passamaquoddy does. She's just got it down. She really does. I mean, she'll even tell us like what she's planning. She's already looking around her house and what she's planning to get the next month.
I smell a stink bug.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe one of them grabbed it, like ate it.
God, I hope not.
Okay.
Hey, I just picked you up. Did you eat it? No. Smells
Yeah,
like
right.
cat food.
How many stores in your village? Andrew's got that one. Here we are complaining about Walmart. And we just go somewhere else. And Andrew's like, must be nice. Yeah, well. Wow. Yep. Who was the other beautiful spirit with you guys? Oh, look at you, David Corey.
Beautiful spirit.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a
that's a
line.
new.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a
It's
new
a
line.
lie. It does kind of sound like a lie, David Corey. No, she didn't change something. She just is here with us and maybe more lighting. I think it was darker around here last time. You're just
I
seeing
turned a light on, yeah.
Yeah, you're just seeing exactly how cute she is, David.
People were making comments about the
Mary.
darkness, so I thought I'd light it up.
Aw.
Hello, darkness, my old
I
friend.
know. It made me comfortable. No.
Yeah. It was actually Maureen's mom who let me know when she couldn't see my face. She's so sweet. So I'm like, I always try to use my ring light for her in case she comes in or when I'm on with Maureen.
Yeah, she
Unless
got
I
after
really
me
don't
too.
feel well.
David, I decorated for Halloween. If you really, that's what I changed.
Hubby is a true shopaholic. He comes home with stuff that he doesn't even know what it's used for. Oh my gosh. Kid you not, he buys just because it was 50%
50% off.
He wants to know from us if we want. Poor woman. What do Alaskan wildlife watch on Friday night? Movie.
That's cute.
Or moosies. Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
Nice. All right. I think we're caught up. Everybody's saying hi to each other. But yeah, I'm surprised. That list is like how many long? You said? What was it? 100 different ways for kids to like.
Oh, there's no numbers. Pretty sure it's 100. I can count off
No, you don't
camera.
have
I can
to.
count.
You don't have to count them.
It's really basic stuff like
Yeah.
brush your hair, braid your hair, you know? Like just take care of yourself for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And brush your teeth in there too.
probably.
It helps keep you calm. Let's go brush your teeth.
Ask for a hug, pet an animal, close your eyes, you know.
Yeah.
I practically started a petting zoo here.
Right? I know. Barry's got the therapy house. We're all going to go over and hold a cat.
I should be like totally chill and not all, full of anxiety.
Oh, wow, Andrew. Yeah, you guys are gamers. My daughter's a gamer. I actually caught her today. I looked down and she had her Nintendo Switch in her purse, and I'm like, "You're going to work, right? What?" She's like, "On Fridays, I don't have that much work, so yeah." Oh, that sounds good.
Did you tell her to clean something instead? Or does she need her to play her game?
Oh no, she said she didn't get a chance because I forget what happened.
Okay.
Somebody came into the office because a lot of Fridays, the guys who work in the office are salespeople. On Fridays, they'll work from home sometimes. So she's just like, it's so quiet. Like she's an introvert, but she's like, but Mom, it's so quiet, and sometimes they don't give me enough work. I'm like, okay, but don't want to, make that a habit. Bringing that to work, you'll get yourself in trouble. It's my little gamer. Yeah, it should be on the list. Take a nap. Take a nap. Play the quiet game. Take a nap. Yeah.
I used
Take
to
a nap is mine.
playing games for me was great, but I realized it was always making my heart race.
Oh. When you were younger, or trying to get the kids
I was playing games on a PlayStation in my 20s. And I had to give it up. It was just causing me to constantly be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, more anxiety.
Wow.
I had to let it go. I had to just garden. I had to garden. Garden's better.
Yes.
That was another reason I quit World of Warcraft, because people were just like, we got to do these dungeons. We got to do them now. And I was like, I don't want to. I want to go explore. No, you have to do this now.
I don't think I've ever. Yeah, the way this is spelled out is just like making me pause in my mind. I never. Yeah. Yeah. Why is there a colon before your name, David Corey? Sorry.
Is there really?
Yes, and it's always been there, but I've
can-
never read it out like that. Like
That's
saw
okay.
it in a
Yeah.
sentence.
Interesting observation.
And you can't tag him and stuff because of it.
Yeah, exactly. Purple tomatoes in the stores. Ooh, what?
Oh, I saw. Where did I see? I didn't see it in my store, but I saw someone talking about it.
Is it the naughty one, or is
And it has a label. Let's see if I can remember
the
where I saw
GMO
this.
The
one?
naughty one.
The naughty GMO one. Naughty.
Oh.
I did.
Okay.
I guess
There's a
Okay.
fine print on the packaging that talks about these two words, and I'm gonna try and find it right now.
Cool. Thank you. It starts with T and ends with T and is filled with tea. A teapot. That's right. You're right. Yes, gamers here. PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. Wow. Xbox 360, couple hundred games and about 30 controllers. Wow. Yeah, you are.
Gamer.
Gamer chat.
No, I'm a horrible gamer because I'm like Shawnee. It gives me anxiety, so I just don't. I don't do it. I didn't take that job. I told you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what they usually do.
Wow.
That's what they do. Look for cheap labor. Like that, That's every country, though. They all do it. Like the reason during that parallelogram time that Italy got hit so hard was because they actually had people from that country with the red dragon. A lot of them worked there and would travel back and forth from the country that ends in Ina. And yeah, well, all the countries do it. They all try to get cheap labor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But did your husband say that it was still like low for the area for that job? Like, I'm sure after 25 years, what am I thinking? Duh. Yeah, is it the G? Oh, gee, he said it's the GMO. Yeah, it's the GMO one. Wow.
I can't find it.
Oh, thank God you said something because I was waiting for someone to move. I thought I froze. Like everybody does.
I can't find the picture. It was like I don't know
We
where I
do. It's okay. We can. That's all right. GT, where did you see it? What store? Is it already up there in Alaska, or you just saw a video or something on it? Here, if you have time, or if you're not busy with work, I'll just put it in the chat. I've got the lovely filter on. Trolley filter.
Oh my gosh.
There. What? Oh, it's on GT's community tab.
Is
Sometimes
that where I saw it?
sometimes I'll see that and it's like 5 days after the person put it there. I hate that.
Yeah, they don't like put it in your feed or your
No,
notifications. Yeah, I
no.
know.
They give me all kinds of other stuff though that I'm not subscribed to. There he is. GT Junior. Rosie the last.
What's up? How y'all doing? Nah, it's
Hey,
on my
GT.
community tab.
Okay.
What's up with the girls? Someone had actually posted it on their thing, on their community tab, that they had seen it in Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, this is the
Yeah.
picture.
It's kind of interesting. That's who got hit real bad with this storm.
It's how do I read that?
Don't be selling GMO.
There. It says it's Norfolk Healthy Produce, and it says Empress Intelligent Tomatoes. It's the purple little tomatoes, and it says patented technology is the tiny words on it.
Oh, now they're fooling us with words again.
So that's kind of confusing. And it's really tiny, like after the barcode. No one reads that section, you know?
The only reason why we know about it is because we're gardeners, and there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of people that are just going to purchase it because it looks pretty cool, and then they're going to slice it open and they're going to be like, oh my goodness, it's purple all the way through. So
Yeah. Serena, I understand your deal with that, with the way that they explain GMO. That's hybridization is what they'll use in the gardening community too. But a GMO has been known to be genetically modified, and they use another organism to do it. And that's where GMO came. It was like, I think, splicing genetics of two totally different things to get this thing to look much better, last much longer, and be able to, be sold in the stores.
They look like
that's called
plums.
hybridization. That's
Yeah, the
that's
GMO you're
totally
talking about.
different.
Yeah, how you're saying GMO, that's actually hybridization. That's hybridizing, but it does
That's
genetically modify it a bit. So that's what I was saying. I get how you, yeah.
But
They can make it bigger.
that's nature. That's a thing done with nature versus being in a laboratory.
Yeah.
That's two different things, in my opinion.
Yeah, and GMO
because-
and GE are both done in a laboratory. GMO, in our definition that we've been given, is laboratory made. You can GM things. You do genetically modify them as you hybridize them. They will change. That's scary. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So wait, is it though?
And look at it. It all says there, Empress limited edition tomatoes. Like, wow.
Yeah. You're really
Look like
arrived.
plums.
You really arrived if you can eat those.
They're here,
my
y'all, and that's a sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's a great channel right there. Since y'all brought her channel up, I just wanted to make sure I say that. But
Oh, scroll it down. Who had it? Oh, Food by
That's-
Faith on the table. Okay.
yeah. But I talked about this last year, and it was, the unknown makes you think about things a little differently. So I definitely had to, share that. And I was telling my son about some things because I'm listening to an audiobook, Rich Dad Poor Dad, or whatever it's called, or whatever. It's a 6-hour. What is it called?
Audiobook.
Yeah, audiobook. So I'm
Which
almost
one?
finished with that.
I missed
Rich
that.
Dad Poor Dad or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah. I wanted to do that.
6 hours. I did 5 hours and 20 minutes so far.
Awesome.
Yeah. And you know, just talking to my son about some different things when it relates to school and making money and how money works and finding education to actually, you know, increase that, and talking to him about gardening and things like that, and you know, the prices of used cars is going. It's a lot of things that
Right.
I had a discussion
Right.
with because we was working on some things and playing the game and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah. How's he taking all that? It's like kind of trying to
he
take it in, but is it a lot for him too? Mike's, what's up?
yeah he doesn't understand certain things,
Yeah, it's a lot.
and I
It's all
and I
first. Go ahead. Oops, sorry.
sorry.
That's okay. Your family. It just happened. That's all right.
I
Go ahead.
he's kind of in the same mind frame as me,
Hmm.
where we think people won't do certain things because we
Mm,
live in a civilized environment right now.
Right.
But
mm,
you know, we have to remember that people have evil intentions and they don't have the
mhm.
correct balance to understand that certain things are not
Hmm.
for profit. You know, it's for use. It's just supposed to be used a different way than people trying to gain as much money as they're trying to do. That's too much
Right.
greed. But
Right.
yeah.
Oh, right, Mike's thinking you don't read the fine print and you're allergic to snapdragons and bite into one of those tomatoes. Yikes.
Good night, Ann.
And
Good
I mean,
night,
good
Ann.
what's
morning.
I
up
mean,
with
good
you?
day. Good
Hey,
day. I
and
mean, she's
yeah,
always
have a
on the
good one.
opposite. Have a great day,
Hey,
Ann.
God's desire. But you know, when I told him about the sun thing, that's what really messed him up. He was like, "What?"
Oh no. Oh no. You okay? And eating that tomato. I know. I
Yeah, I'm
bet
back.
there's
Sorry.
gonna be people eating it. That's gonna be the taste test. Everybody's gonna be eating the purple tomato. Not
Yeah.
us, but everybody. That's gonna be a video
No,
coming in.
there's
Shivered.
gonna be gardeners that are gonna be eating it too, because it's just like, you know, when I first started gardening, I bought the seeds that are like purple and red and blue and
Oh
all of
yeah,
those, and it
yeah,
was because I didn't understand genetics or how things are altered and all those things
yeah.
until I started,
Right.
you know, seeing little things, and it was like, wait a minute, that don't make sense, you know. But some people aren't. Yeah. I'm gonna get off here though. I can go down
No,
a rabbit hole
you're
about.
fine.
I'm
You're
telling
fine.
you,
We were doing that
I
last
can go
night.
there.
Zach
Yeah,
had us talking about some serious stuff over on his channel. Like, yeah, like
yeah.
the spraying in the air and yeah, the other
There's a
stuff.
there's a whole nother level to that
Well, if you
conversation
ever,
that we didn't even get into, and I think I might talk about it on my channel, like in a podcast, and then restream it or
Awesome.
something. Because the
Ooh.
future of gardening was what the if anyone didn't know what is that channel
Mhm.
called?
Zach's
Unique
is
Unique,
prepping.
Unique
unique
Nick.
Prepping.
prepping.
They talked
Mhm.
about the future of gardening, and I think there's a whole nother wedge to this that we
Oh
can
yeah.
discuss.
Oh yeah.
Not right now, but
Yeah. No, I felt that way too because I remember messaging you going, I don't know what that's too wide
where are
for
we gonna go? Yes,
I didn't know
exactly.
where we were gonna go. And then I saw his questions. I was like, okay, still very broad, but very intelligent questions
All
for
right,
Yeah.
y'all.
sure.
I'm gonna drop down. Thank you for having me up. I just cut
Oh,
my
you're
finger out.
welcome.
I had. I was.
What
I
all right,
harvest
GG, it was good
my
seeing you.
onions out of my hydroponics today. I
Hmm.
mean, no, yesterday I did it. So today I was slicing them up so I could put them on the dehydrator so I can turn it into onion salt, you know,
Oh,
onion powder or
cool.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did
And
it a
when you
little
were
too
like,
much, and that mud just ripped off. Oh, so yeah.
oh,
But
oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm just gonna be in the chat.
Okay, well, check out your post. It's on your community tab or whatever they're calling it these days. They keep changing it.
Yeah. All right, then y'all have a good one. GT out.
You too,
Trust the
GT. Thanks for coming
process.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Always.
All right, GG. See ya.
Oh
So
my, I
one
hope.
thing that people, I think maybe, go ahead.
No, no, you're fine. You were talking.
Maybe this is opening another can of worms, or we're going down another rabbit hole, but or another part of the burrow. But
Yeah.
Did anyone ever think that some of these genetically modified, foods might
Mhm.
just be the missing link for a certain vaccine?
Oh yeah, they said about they were trying to inject it
Let's
possibly
add to it.
into certain things. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not paranoid or anything, but I'm just wondering,
Yeah, David's ready. So
Anyway.
let's go down the hole. It's really deep.
Bring a stick with you.
What's the fastest liquid? Milk before you know it, it's past
I
your
gotta find this.
eyes. There we go.
I'm gonna find this stink bug. I'm gonna kill it or carry it outside and kill it.
What do
Be
they
right back.
do? I thought they only stink when they're like dead. I didn't realize they do they poot? Like do they do little farts or something to let you know they're by? Or
Yes,
oh,
yes, and
that's horrible.
if they do it on curtains or whatever, the curtains are gonna smell like that for a while.
Oh,
or wash 'em.
gross. Ew, it's
Yeah.
juicy poots. Disgusting.
Why did I
They
picture
really
gum just
smell.
now?
They-
Jeez.
Juicy boots.
I just pictured gum in my brain.
Oh my gosh. Honey, you want to try this new gum?
Stink bug poop
Stink bug juice. Yep.
tubes.
Juicy poops. She's back right now.
Oh, Chichi's back.
No way, really?
Welcome back.
Hey,
Hi.
sorry. I had one more thing to say.
Okay.
They were saying something about y'all were talking about poop, right?
Juicy poots.
But the stink bug, yeah. So I had one more thing to say. Barry brought up something about the shot, I guess, or whatever it's called, or whatever, about the
Yeah.
missing link or whatever.
Right.
Do y'all remember when Tennessee was trying to put in law that if you put one of those things in a head of lettuce, it has to be advertised there?
What? I didn't know that
It's-
one. Barry,
So
did you know
I-
about that?
Tennessee.
There's somebody that I watched that is in Tennessee, and this was talked about. Yes,
Okay.
but I don't know about facts.
I hadn't.
Yeah.
I'm not heard
There
about the
is-
lettuce, but I had heard that in the past.
I've heard that they're trying to put it in the food for those of us who didn't take it.
There. Y'all better get y'all life together.
Okay, I
Right.
just found
Everybody.
it. The proposed law HB. It was passed 23-6 that it classifies if any food contains a V material under Tennessee law, it would have to be labeled accordingly.
Well, maybe.
They did get it passed?
Wow. Yeah, because you know how they're
It says it
passing.
passed 23-6
Because they can
in
say,
the Senate, and then the House had a green light 73-22 in early March was this vote.
wow. I could see,
So-
though, how it could have cross meanings and why people would be able to sell it as something good because, like how they do with the cows, like it's not injected with RBS, blah, blah, blah. Like they don't get extra hormones. Our cows don't. They're not. Well, you're legally not allowed to do that. So I'm just wondering if, it was sold in that way to people when they would talk about it, that nobody really came up against them. Like, that's just crazy that in that area went.
And they're
no.
the only state. Like now I wanted to look up all the states that did
Ding,
anybody
ding,
else.
ding.
Right. How many have
Is
done
it
it
just
quietly?
Tennessee?
Yeah. That's what it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait a minute. Tennessee people wouldn't. go
Oh,
for-
it ain't. Just wait. It ain't.
Oh, I'm sure
this
it's all
is-
over. Yeah.
No, this is just the beginning stages. Somebody knew something and they said something, so now it's passed. But there's other things coming down the line.
Ugh.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But we're all gardeners on here, or we're
Right.
aspiring to be gardeners, or we know somebody that does garden. So we're doing a little bit better than majority of the people that are in the world. But we
Right.
got to keep promoting and telling people that they need to grow food.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's what I felt like too when we were on Zach's last night. It was like, people, you gotta grow. That's right. Pass that shovel. Let's go digging. Here we go.
Now, Shawnee, could you put that law in the chat if you don't mind?
Am I allowed to, Carol?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know
Yeah,
if it
it's
was a
fine. It's
thing.
fine.
Should I change
My
some of the
channel
words?
is in God's hands. Go ahead. If it's truth, yes, put it there.
And it's just the lettering of it. HB.
Oh, yeah, so people can look it up in Tennessee. That would probably be
Yes.
enough. Or it'll probably just slam the chat if you actually put the whole law in.
Because it has like
No,
the V
just
word, you know? Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, just maybe the
So-
link of where you brought it up and what it's
put it up here.
yeah.
There has been a recommendation to UGT to look up a book called "Who Moved My Cheese." It would be a really great book for you and your son about what you were talking about. Who moved my cheese?
Ooh. Let's
Oops,
see.
that's not right.
All right, I am getting so behind. Questions to the next think about the question. Bring different.
y'all, I'm thinking about getting a goat next.
Wow, I don't blame you.
How long are you going to think about it?
Maybe a year.
Okay. All right, we have
I
time
have
to
to-
give input. Then okay.
I have neighbors, and I live in I live in the suburbs, and it's it's like everything that I do as far as gardening in my yard is odd on my street. Like it's very odd. So my neighbors that are around me, they have to be comfortable with certain actions that I take because I don't want to be a nuisance to them, but I still want to live my life. So it's finding that sweet spot or
Right.
that balance to where they're like, oh, that's just him and his crazy goat. That goat just be
Right.
acting silly, but you have to
Yeah.
get that familiarity with them and stuff.
Right.
Absolutely. And keep in mind one thing that Broke Farmer always says is like, let's normalize gardening. So it's the fact
Yes.
that your yard looks normal, their yards don't look normal. This is what it should be. Everybody should be growing. Everybody should have food that they can go out to their yard to harvest. We were talking about it last night on unique prepping. It was,
Yeah.
down in the south there was all this hurricanes going on, and then here on the island, there's earthquakes all the time, but they're usually out in the water. But it actually hit here, and you just stop and you go, wow, like there's a lot of catastrophes going on. What are people going to do if they don't have access to foods and things like that? Not in a panic, but it's like you should make sure that if something happened, you would still be able to supply food, to for yourself and for your community, and you're going to be the normal one.
Yeah.
Juicy bug gum.
I love that one.
And with we live in a civilized state right now because we're able to provide. Once we're not able to provide, then we start losing our morals and all of our upbringing, all of those things like that. So we got to remember that
Yes.
as long as we can provide for ourselves, most people are going to be sane. But as soon as that ability changes, then people become irrational with their decision making.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Serena said, I found another pumpkin just starting to grow on the vine. Hopefully it will bloom soon so I can hand pollinate it and stay attached to maturity. We get strong winds in Oklahoma. Yeah, you guys do. They wrote a song about it.
Mm,
And a
did
whole
you-
play for Oklahoma. Go ahead.
Now I have a question for you, Serena. After you got the pumpkin, did you cut the vine at all? Or do you have plans on cutting the vine or researching cutting the vine? Just asking. Just a question. That's all.
Yeah, we were
No
talking
rhyme
a
or
little
reason.
bit about that last night, about not knowing that when we first started with the tomatoes, the aeration that they need, or they can become more diseased or filled with bugs if they don't have a flow of air. And also those bottom leaves, like about trimming them off so they're not easy access for things to just crawl up those bottom leaves from the soil. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Does
never
it
knew
freeze in Oklahoma?
that. That's probably what she's trying to
Because you're
beat.
fighting time.
Yeah, beat the time.
Yeah.
If so,
And
that's another.
David, they have LSD probably in that water.
What?
Hey, government does stuff all the time, and it comes out like 100 years later, like, oh, we better declassify that. They're all dead, so we're safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just do a little experiment with all the fluoride. We just won't tell them. I know, crazy.
One of the things that I thought of when she said that is actually beating the time. Those are some tactics people say that if once you get the fruit further down, maybe a node or two, I don't know the recommended cutting spot, but you want to cut that so that it doesn't keep producing. But you must research it. You can't just take what I'm saying and use it because I don't know all the details.
Right.
But
They wanna
just
trim
was
it.
a question. That's all.
Yeah, there it is. Shawnee's got it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shawnee. Yeah, poor Andrew's like, I can't dig a rabbit hole. We got permafrost. Permafrost.
Okay, so we hand a jackhammer to Andrew, and everybody else gets a shovel.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're gonna experience. In Anchorage, we're gonna experience the permafrost. A week or two, it'll be here, and there's nothing you can do there. It's serious.
it was
Yeah.
85 again today.
And you
I'm
in
so-
zone 4?
I'm so sick of it. There's this bridge.
You sick of it?
I'm so sick of
Crazy.
it.
That's my life. We're still having summer here too. of
It's
course,
not supposed to be this warm here.
but not for you. It's you're
No,
not
we're
in
supposed to.
Florida.
Normally, in my childhood, we would get a frost in a week,
Oh wow.
and now
Yeah.
maybe by Halloween we'll have. I don't know. I
I'll
don't know what the
trade you.
weather's
They're just they're magnetizing us, so with all those little particles in the air, so they can just say that it is global warming. They just are stuck on that still.
There's
So
a
they're
big-
like, what can we prove our point with?
I
Well,
need
let's
some
just
Canadian air. Blow some Canadian air in
there you
my
go.
state so we can have a relaxing fall.
Maureen,
Open
get
your eyes.
get headings on Shawnee's position. Put some fans out in the yard and point them her way.
Right. I
My
just heard
cousin
they're
and I
acknowledging that though, David. I heard they are acknowledging that finally. Something's
And
done.
there's certain levels of it, correct?
Yeah.
And they want to give
Oh.
it to you. Like
Yeah.
the one time I went to the dentist and they
Mm.
said that they wanted to do X-rays again. I said, you just did X-rays a month ago. Oh, they could change. I was like, my teeth ain't gonna change in no month. I was like, no. They was like, no, and I was like, no. And I was like, no. It was like, well, okay, then we're using. I'm like, what? And then when it went to the fluoride, they gave me an itemized thing to sign or something like that.
Yeah,
And
I was like,
no, I
no.
don't want. I
Yeah.
want fluoride. And they was like, oh, and I was like, I don't
No.
think I want that. And I was like,
Mm.
and it costs money, so no, I don't need it. I got it in my toupee. I was like, I think that's a good enough dose. It was like, and they left, went to go talk to the dentist, and then the dentist said that he's not going to charge me for. I'm like, golly, like
Mm.
it didn't make sense.
No.
They're programmed.
Yeah, they're totally programmed.
They are programmed to push that crap on us.
Mhm.
If I move up
And,
north, if
know.
you can survive the extreme cold, you can survive anything except the freaking heat. I feel the same way about your place, Andrew. I'm
Okay, I gotta go for real. Y'all keep on bringing
All
up
right.
these topics that make
I
me want to
know.
jump up here and say
I
so.
miss you.
Thank you for allowing me to come back up again. Shawnee, thank you for posting that in the chat. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna go back to the chat. I ain't coming back.
All right.
I gotta work.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Right.
Thanks for the info.
CGT.
Yeah, I can't do that kind of cold now either
Thanks for
at
warning.
all. I'm just
No, not that kind of.
So,
cold.
Shawnee, would you like some of this rain?
what's that?
Yeah, it also hasn't rained, and I actually had to have someone go water the offsite garden because my kiddo was maybe sick, maybe it's allergies, but I wasn't gonna drag him all over
Right.
to do that. So I'd like it to
Right.
rain.
Yeah. Well, it's like rain for a week now. So
I know. I was hoping
and
some
I
of it
just
would
went out. I
swirl.
just went to the back door. Yeah, I wish it would. I mean, I'm more than welcome to share.
Yeah.
Wow. And Duncan's turning her
If you
heat
go on a
on.
Kentucky Goblins channel, he's got a.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Barry. I'm sorry. I was just flabbergasted.
I've been
'cause
watching his shorts. Are you talking
No,
about his
it's
shorts?
okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm just going to eat my
Yeah,
sandwich.
where it's been blowing the rain and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, he had branches down and
he's. Yeah, they came by with the Kentucky DOT came by with a plow, and they plow. They have it just barely touching the ground, and it's to clear the debris off the roads. So it's kind of weird to see a plow truck going by. Like,
so it's not
hey, might as well
not a
throw some
gravel
salt
grader.
down.
34
No,
Fahrenheit.
it was just a
Wow.
Okay.
regular snow plow.
Okay.
Yikes. Yikes. Yikes.
That's chilly.
It's just
Everybody wants your
I
heat.
bet it's still raining.
Mm.
I don't.
David, are you talking about the calculator? David, I don't know how to say it. Gematria? Are you talking about the calculator?
Gematria.
Gematria. I've heard of it. I'm just not good at it, David. I'm not good at it. Math is hard enough, and words are hard. Combine them. Yeah. Which state has the
Like
most?
code
So
talk.
cleaning's been done. Florida. Oh no, I never thought of it that way. Serena. It's funny, and yet it's oh no. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the frost is coming though.
I think
Mike
some
said it.
people know about it, and I think everybody's at different
Practice.
levels
Yeah.
of
I
what
agree.
we know and understand, and and how deep. Some
Right.
people want to go down the rabbit hole, and some,
Yeah.
I've been in the rabbit hole, but then I just kind of climbed out or not climbed out, climbed up a bit, and just sat
Yeah.
on a ledge. I went,
Me
that's
too.
enough for me. That's
Mhm.
I need to have sanity. I can't. I don't want to know as much as what's out there. Then the stuff I do know, it's like,
So
put your head down and go and hang out with your chickens, Maureen. Put your head
I have a
down,
piece
go
of
and
useless.
garden. What do you got?
Exactly. I've got a piece of useless information for you since David Corey mentioned, the practice of using, coding words with numbers. Shortwave radio, which covers, the whole world, has number stations. And for the longest time, they've been used since the Cold War. And they have what's called a one-time use card. So these spies or whatever around the field use that card just one time to decipher what the message is that's being sent out. So it's like a string of letters and numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's funny because it's still being used today.
Wow.
And it just made me think of that.
Yeah.
And that's what they call it's a cipher. It's
So,
anyway.
a friend of mine.
Information.
It's not useless. It's important. A friend of mine, she was saying that the guy who started email, and it's like I'm just sharing this information. It's like my brain goes, I can't get it, but if the shift happens, if the shift hits the fan,
Carol.
apparently we can still email because it's not in the internet.
How did they do that? That's so crazy.
Like I said, my friend, like she, was whoever
my
the guy
screen
that
just went haywire.
started
Yeah.
the email, who started email.
Oh yeah, because that started before the internet ever started.
It doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't. It's not in the same. It's not in the same technology.
Wow.
So like I said, my brain goes, I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
So, if the interwebs go down, you should still have email.
Right. Hey, Mama J.
Something
Mama
called
J.
Gmail offline. Enable
No,
offline mail.
it doesn't work like that.
Cool. What? No, Barry,
But
don't
you
say
still have
that.
to have a server.
Mm.
I'm sorry, but okay, I'll be quiet.
No,
No,
tell
no,
us.
no,
Tell
no.
us.
'Cause like I said, my brain goes like
What?
whoever this guy was, he was like, no, you can still. And it's like, but
Mama J. Sorry. I'll say hello. Yeah, but so
yeah.
tell us, Barry. Barry, tell us, please. Uh-oh. You still
This
there,
goes
Barry?
through a whole demonstration
used
on
to
how
build
to use
servers.
Gmail offline.
Oops.
Sorry.
No, I think he's got a delay. That's
Yeah, as long as the servers are still operational, you can do that. But after they, if they do go down,
yeah.
I'm afraid that's not going to be possible because the same server that serves a website, if anyone, I know that Maureen has a website, so she probably has email with her domain name, and that's all on one machine. And if that server is down because the power is gone, and you're not going to get your email. You might get what's stored or what's saved on your side if you're using what is that something Express Outlook Express or any version of Outlook through Microsoft, then yeah, you can store your most recent emails on your computer, but after the server goes down, you're not going to be able to access whatever's on that.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Wow.
I hate to know this stuff, but I just
Yeah.
felt like
No,
it's
like I
important to
said,
say
like
that. No,
yeah,
No,
when
we
she was
want
saying it to me, it was like, I
well.
can't, no, it doesn't, I can't see how it would work. And you
no.
just explained it.
There, Mama J is saying he is correct. She used to build networks too, and he's correct. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. They have ghostwriters on songs sometimes too that they never let come out that have helped some of these famous people. So either he did or maybe someone else who encouraged him to change
A
it.
lot of people think a
Yeah.
lot of people thought that David Gilmour of Pink Floyd wrote his stuff, but really it's his wife.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Things like that.
Yeah, Polly writes it. He does write some of his own stuff, but she sort of has say over it.
Oh, well, I sure started. I thought it was amazing. I never used that email in over 25 years. Wow, that's funny. When it's still connected to something that you've had that long and you didn't realize it could get connected to it.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, I still
exactly.
have a
They say
Yahoo.
that. They do say that, David. It's
Yeah.
very that part. Yep.
Yeah, that's my understanding. But whatever this guy was talking on, it was like,
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. It was like, what?
Yeah. I forget
Yeah,
what
I
they
don't
said
want.
too, David, the hours it takes for society to just totally unravel. But because of what they did to us in 2020, I think I'm totally going to get probably slayed with this live because we've said
You,
those words and things, but I don't care. I leave it in God's
you,
hands. Uh, we, I think society will react faster in the negative because we're being fed so much negative, or they are doing certain things so we won't react at all because it seems like they do that with some of the testing things that they do to like both sides even of the political spectrum
yeah,
and even the people in the middle, and it's like, okay, well, they didn't fight each other over that. Oh, they didn't protest that law, they didn't get up and do. So it's like some of it you see it and you're like, they're doing what? And it's like, oh, wait a minute, is that a test to see what I'm actually going to do?
right.
And they're like testing and observing.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
until now.
the one thing for sure is that a lot of eyes got opened. A lot
Mhm.
of eyes got open to stuff, and so then it's like we're gonna look at We're gonna look at. I don't want to email when my power is out.
I know, me either. The only thing is I don't want I like texting sometimes and I like phone calls others, but I like texting more like if I'm laying down or something. I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm trying to recline here in my recliner and relax a little bit right now.
Yeah.
How
But
did
I think if something else goes on, I think everybody's going to be a little less trusting.
Yeah. I love that you remember that joke, Andrew. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. Yep. It's the one that was paddling too slow. That's right. That's good to have a
You might be
generator
pedaling for
back
all
up.
of us, Andrew.
That's right. I know certain channels can. It's ridiculous. I agree, GT. It's like, why do certain channels too? It's like some are not like that super dynamic, but because they have good graphics or a catchphrase, they get pushed out more. It's like just equally push out everybody. Just
More bought out.
let people like choose. What?
If they're sellouts, it doesn't
Oh,
matter
I
what
didn't
they say.
see. Oh,
Yeah,
you know what?
it's deleted. It's deleted on mine, but it's still here in our chat on StreamYard.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's
Yeah, it's fine. I don't see the word though. Like what?
no, but you can't. If you
This part? Why we
yeah,
can't?
that's what he deleted. He deleted
Oh,
that.
weird. It's still
We
yeah.
can't say that word because then we're considered racists
Or something, right?
or
Something.
misogynists or
Mhm.
it's like what?
Whatever.
Yeah, they
What?
shame you.
Yes.
Pretty soon, we're not going to be able to talk. It's just going to be like grunts and
Yeah.
hand gestures.
Yeah. I think that too. Like the things like this were
Yeah.
actually to do that. I mean, what better way to show us than
Yeah,
shut up?
silence.
Hmm.
No, it's
But,
okay. You're fine, GT. I didn't see a specific word. You just said, why can't we say the word anyway? I just see that. Barry, that is what they want. Yep. Exactly. I agree, Duncan. They wanted to cut off our connection to like other folks.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like it actually served the purpose like over in Germany, they did special greetings for each towns to one another. And you could tell where somebody was from by the way they would greet you. And when a certain man that starts with an H, his name, when he took over, you greeted each other with the hand gesture in the air and saying the HH statement. I hope you guys can follow. We're talking about World War II era. And it took away that camaraderie when somebody would meet somebody else from their other village. It took that time of like a flow of language to each other and talking to that person's watching you if you are going to fall in line and greet them in the same way.
Yeah.
And who's going to tell on who? It made us they made them doubt each other and watch each other and tell on each other.
Yeah.
All through manipulation. And that's what the mask really was taking that greeting away, because you don't know if somebody's
smiling.
Really,
are they safe? Are they a safe face? Are they a kind face? You don't know.
Right.
And
I'm not saying anything against people that are in like compromised immune situations, because we wear masks and sometimes we still do when there's things around us. It just makes my daughter and I feel a little bit less like and not because of the C, but because of that time, and also because we have asthma in the family that like just a cold can really mess us up. Yeah. Yep.
To your other comment, David, the R word there, it's being used in a not in the definition. They're just throwing it out there. It's like you could be talking politics, and if you're not in agreement, that person will just call you that, and you go, "What? It doesn't make any sense, but it's like,
Right.
but it's like they just, oh, that's what you are. Like that's like for us here, Sparkle Socks got up on TV when there was the convoy going over, and he said that they were a small fringe minority of racists and misogynists, and it was like, what?
Yeah, that'll be like, oh, I don't want to know about that to many people. Like I don't even, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's really interesting, Duncan. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and they're doing that. They are silencing
Yep.
us.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
like, I can't actually post if there's an article about one of my gigs in another city and it comes out in their newspaper and it comes out online. I can't post it on Facebook because
Right.
my government won't allow me because it's part of news,
Right.
and it could be misleading, or it could
Yeah.
be what's the other thing where they check? It
Oh
might,
yeah, fact checking or
yeah,
their
but it's like,
type
yeah,
of fact checking. Yeah,
I
whatever.
do plan to go to Vancouver and do a show,
Right.
So they just keep all news. You're not allowed to post news. And so what I did is I just copied the article and pasted it in there. I can't bring the link over, but I could still put the
So crazy.
information up.
Wow.
Just dumb.
I want to say something to this, David. Children do see color, but the color, they see the child before the color. And it reverses, or they reverse it with what they speak over us over and over again, to where we see the color before the person as we get older, because they are just pouring that down on people. And that's not everybody. Some people, like, I hope that I'm one of them, sees the person first and not the color. I mean, I think I am. Like, I don't care what color you are. If you're in my family, you're in my family. But yeah, children do it. Diversity is a beautiful thing. Different colors, different textures of hair. Like, if we all were the same in this world, it would be so boring. Like, it would be so boring. Look at it. Who came out of the sticks? I mean, the bushes. If you shake someone who is Middle Eastern with your right hand, they are offended. No, it's the left one, I thought. Isn't it the left? And Anne's not
No.
here to let us know in Turkey which one.
No,
it is.
I think it's the right, because you do everything with your right hand.
Oh, is it? Okay. Because I know
Yeah.
you wipe with certain hand, and that's why, or that's where it came from. You would wipe with that hand, and then if you're extending the hand that you're doing the wiping with, like, I don't know how you organize that through a whole country, but somehow they did.
Goblin, you might be right about that.
Yep, you might be right.
No,
Wow.
I can't post anything that is from a newspaper. Nope. And I'm just posting a gig, and it was like, nope, we can't let that, under the law that was passed.
See?
I cannot post it on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew, if we see your kids down here, we'll tell them, get home.
That's right.
My
I'll be
neighbor-
watching.
Oh, I'm glad, Serena. That's so good that he likes it. What about you? Did you try it? Or is it like not a thing you would eat? Oh, there. She knows it now. Okay. So my pepper plant is the habanero with no heat. Okay. That's what we were thinking it might be last time with Mike and GT, the pepper guys. And that's just too funny. Oh, wait. Did he? Oh my gosh. He commented again. I feel so lucky tonight. They use the right hand for something. Yes. Okay. I just had the hands mixed up. I would be in so much trouble over there. But yeah. Ew. Then how do you get your hair done as a woman? Like, seriously. Yeah, that's a, yep. Yeah, I kind of got, yep. Yeah, you don't want to get those hands mixed up. The one that eats the dinner and the one that does that. Oh my, too funny. My cousin, do you eat Kentucky Goblin? Do you eat ghost toasties with evaporated milk? Or how about expired milk, Serena? I don't no. Oh, he must have heard me say the opposite. And guess what, neighbor? He's talking to you. You guys are neighbors. You could talk like over your radio. Thomas Jefferson said we should rebel against it every 19 years. I do know our government moves in 19-year cycle. Wow. Yeah, the problem is communism works like that. If we rebel against this government, they're waiting for it. And they've been working towards it. So we take out what they don't want, all the puppets they don't want, and they move in. And the revolution is complete. They just have got a, it's like, who do you go after? That's why Maureen was saying, like, I get up on the edge of that hole and then I garden. I garden because I really cannot do that thing because there's no clear channel to getting that fixed, that situation. And how much can I fix that situation? Yeah. Yeah, it's sickening. Absolutely sickening, David. It really is. Good, creative. I know you always get hungry in here.
Yeah, we're not talking about food though, or very little about
Oh,
food.
yeah, we are. That's true. Oh, I thought he went to the kitchen. I'm used to him like going and coming right back by now. I'm
Well,
sorry.
he did just say, "Why I'm in the washroom instead of the kitchen now?"
There. Nothing maybe that will happen. Woo. We'll see. Why am I in the? Oh, there it is. Yes, there you go. Kids can't get
3 mile long and a half-mile wide island.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you should be able just to go out and look and just call them.
That's right. You should be able to just lasso them. You should have that. Or get that drone out, Andrew. I'm like that.
Your Carol's on.
I'm in business. Yeah, I know you are, David.
Yeah.
Dark
Dark Paw. Oh, hello, sir. I'm
Hey,
gonna
bud.
see your little tail. Hello.
Your
Hi,
Carol's
handsome.
on.
Hi, handsome boy. Dark Paw. This is 5 miles away from mainland Alaska and over those Arctic cold waters. No, thank you.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, you can text over the airwaves.
Oh.
But you have
So
to
then-
understand shortwave.
Yeah. We might have to do that one on your channel there, Barry. Explain it though in like you're talking to third graders. So I can get it. I mean, other people might enjoy it at that level too, but you guys are like way up here, you in Kentucky Goblin with all the radio stuff, and I'm like, I'm just learning.
He just said, yeah, Kentucky Come just said, but that's way over your heads. Yep. Oh, Shawnee says Morse code.
Yeah. Do. 5 mile stretch of gravel. Wow. You have your own island, Duncan. Yeah, what are we back to Morse code then?
Again.
Might not be a bad idea.
And pigeons.
Yeah, pigeons. We don't eat them first.
Yeah, that's true. They'll get eaten probably.
Dot, dash, dot. What did you just say?
SOS.
Oh, okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
These cheap $1.25 headlamps from Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know this because it doesn't say anything about it in the description on the box. But if you hold the power button down, it goes into Morse code.
Wow, what?
Mm-hmm.
Just for that too? Like it's $1.25 and it does it?
Yeah.
I have like a nice little
Like
flashlight.
I thought just
that's great.
high, low, and flash, but then I was holding the button down for some, I don't know why, and it went into Morse code, and I'm like, oh, nice feature.
Right. Wow. That's really cool for $1.25.
So what did CR say? He went.
Yeah, he
He's
said
got
something to
3
you.
long dots and 3 long dashes. Or no, dot,
He said
dash,
so.
dash. Oh. So it
3
always
dots.
3 dashes is O?
Yeah,
3
there's like an
dots. 3
alphabet
dots
chart.
is F. Yeah. 3 dots is S. 3 dashes is O. A is 1 dot. Let me see here, because my Morse is really rusty.
Right. Wow.
Wow.
Just got in, thought I would speak to all the little people out there in the thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank
It's
you.
mighty nice of you.
That was mighty nice of you, Kentucky Goblin. We appreciate it.
I guess there's numbers too.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right. They would need numbers. But goodness, you just want to say one and look at all that.
Mm-hmm. I know. Like, we should all practice spelling our names.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm sure
right.
we did this. I think I might have done that in school.
Yeah.
I'm not positive, but I think so. I don't remember what level it was, but it looks familiar. We probably did just do that too. That was probably the assignment, was our names.
I know we looked
Yeah.
at Braille in school.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
learned
I
it.
looked that up too. I didn't learn much, but
I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, we just got to touch it, and I don't remember it either. I think
Oh,
I can match them up. Oh, you don't have to go away. We like having you in the side chat too. Oh dear. Yikes. Stop it.
so if you want to learn at least the rudimentary part of Morse code, this,
Yeah.
let's see if I can do this.
While you're doing that, I'm going to read this. How do Vikings communicate? They use Norse
Website,
code. Sorry,
you
go
can
ahead.
type into the text box.
Okay. Now you were so delayed that it came into the side chat for me
What?
before you said it. That was so weird. But that's the
That's
chat
weird.
and the that's what
I know everybody was reloading when I was talking.
Oh, okay. You were dropping then. Weekends here. Basketball games, fundraiser for school sports, or if someone gets medevac community fundraiser for who got
You doing
Oh,
part time?
wow. That's nice though that you do that, the community fundraiser. All kinds of codes you can use to go stealth. Yeah, remember like what was it? Big pay. Lay.
Oh, Pig Latin?
Yeah.
We could all speak Pig Latin, maybe.
When we were
Goodbye.
when we were kids. I always had to think about it. Probably my poor friends. They're like, "Oh, okay, give Carol a moment."
Yeah. Start doing our lives in Pig Latin.
No, not at this age. I can't. I can't.
If I give you a whole gummy, would you?
No, I'll be melted into the keyboard. You could write.
Yeah.
You could write.
All right,
We should do that. Like, come up with like just a little paragraph, like that each of us would say, like a little skit, but make it look like we're just having the live.
Yeah.
Like, just like signal each other somehow, and just see what people coming in say.
This radio right here will do text. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. So there's one that you can type into it. So you can put the dots and the dashes, and then it says it.
Down the bottom. You see that line on the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
me
Oops,
see.
now it's numbers.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a way. If you have same model radio, you could send text over the radio back and forth, but it's really slow because that's the keyboard you have to deal with.
Right. When we go visit, we will speak in our indigenous language. No one will understand. Yes, right? I wish I had one of those. don't wish to live in the Arctic Circle, so you've earned it well. You get to have that language and enjoy it as much as possible, Andrew. You guys, yeah, kudos. Because, yeah, no, I don't think I'd make it through one winter up there. I have practiced doing them, but you need the other person with the same base code sheet to know what you were saying. Oh, so you practice doing it like what Barry's saying across those radios,
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
but you guys have to make sure you're both on the same code. Is that what that means? Same base code? What is the same base code sheet?
Well, if like, let's say we just had a copy of the Morse code alphabet and numbers, and we would, or you could, yeah, like he just said, you can make it up too.
Oh, okay. You can make it up.
We had-
Like
we've
we
had
would do when we were kids. Like sometimes we would try
Yeah.
to do that where we would put numbers.
We have
with the
actually
alphabet.
talked about this on the radio. I mean, Kentucky Goblin, we talked about it because,
That's creative redundancy signal. He wants us all to know if crap goes down, if he's touching his nose, he needs to eat. See? So if there's no food around and it's just you and CR and you see him going, run. Just get out of there. Just run. Never know. Bellflower Sunshine too late. Quest for Fire was the first one. Oh no, we lost her.
she said she's going to hang in the chat.
I hope you're okay, Shawnee.
Look at that smug look on her face.
Everyone knows this now. Aw. I hope you're all right. I hope everything's okay. But yeah, I'm glad that you have that list, and then it would just, expand on it if that hits again. Because I've been having those moments this week, and that's why I named the chat about that, because we all deal with it. Oh, but I didn't get to quote my friend. It was a good quote too. Oops. Now I have to go back and grab it, and I think he's putting more in. Oh, I'm probably not even allowed to say who the friend is. Worry has a function in life, but if you stay stuck in that mode and take no action, then it is poison. And yeah, that's true. But there's some certain things where it's like we want to take action and we can't. So the action that we take is releasing it and realizing I can control this. I cannot control that. If I can control this, then I need to put my action and mind on that more. Like focusing. That's the one thing too. Like I'll look around the room and focus on, okay, I see. Like if your mind is really racing, sometimes what you can do is you'd be like, oh, okay. That doorknob is silver. Oh, the lights. Let's see. Oh, there's 5 lights up there. And it's basically you're trying to bring your mind back to where you are right now and in this moment. Oh, by the way, cool shirt. I didn't even see. I missed it. Yep, everyone knows is your signal now. In some countries, that would mean something else. Yeah, well, didn't we used to say the side nose one though? It used to mean the mob, like, or down in Florida in the 80s, if you're pointing to your nostril, you might be asking for something else, depending on the group you were hanging around. Just saying. I didn't know any of them. I know. Come back, Shawnee. You're so beautiful. All the guys. It's not just the guys. Us too. I'm not a guy. Oh, sorry. I clicked on the same one. Push this again. Oh, you should do it live, GT. That would be some really good, some good clickbaity stuff there. Those chickens gonna be chick. Are they pretty calm for you though, GT? They seem like they were. Yes, I am not a guy. Just to make that, I do know what a woman is, and I am all woman. Always fun with you guys. That's the key. I'll take care. You too, David. Much love, Dave. Oh, there you go. Advice. So
Lay them on their backs. Put a towel down on your lap. Lay them on their backs. You'll have more control over them, as opposed to if they are upright, because then they can push off. So I just did because Dottie wasn't she wasn't filing down her beak, so I actually had to just use the nail clippers and clipped off a little portion of her beak, and just don't go very far with them. So that would be my suggestions to you. So
yeah, I get it, Shawnee. I have a spot on the couch that's my spot, and when I feel like that, I go put on my jammies if I can, or I put on more comfortable clothing too.
yeah. So I'm back to because I had to run to the loo when
Yes.
you guys were just finishing. So Barry, you said you're gonna try the restream one.
Yes,
Okay.
and
I
that
know
will
whether
be
or not
When does yours end, Maureen? You said yours
I
ends
haven't
soon,
gotten
right?
I haven't gotten the letter, but I think
Weird.
it's tomorrow is my next month's renewal.
I didn't get anything from.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
got
gotten anything
something
from
for October 19th is when they said mine was going to be. So that's weird.
The only email they send me is, "Oh, you're dangerously close to running out of minutes." Well, that's nice to know, guys.
Well, which version do you have?
Free.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't have to. You're not having to worry to take it off your credit card, though. We've got a revolving.
Oh no! I took a few things out of. I turned a whole bunch of auto pay stuff off here recently.
Yeah.
I
And
can't
that's
do
what
it
I
anymore.
I think that's what I have them on. And yeah,
$11 here, $20 there.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it adds up.
Yeah.
mhm, or subtracts, however you look
Right.
at it.
Will StreamYard have the free one once they jump up to this other one?
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I think
It
but
is.
they did say it, I think, in the small print that they would. Hold on, let me see.
The bastards.
I know. They got to make this so confusing. We're getting the hang of the darn thing and getting stuff
Mhm.
done.
I think the restream is the one that where we can't co-stream together.
Okay.
But
No.
the Streamlabs Talk Studio,
Yeah.
that one does allow you to.
Mhm. Yeah, Shine, I don't know if you were in the room. I had mentioned that they were bought. Yeah, Melon was bought, and I didn't want Melon. So I watched somebody use it, and they always hated it.
Melon's a
What's
bigger
wrong
resource.
with Melon?
It's a big.
Go ahead.
It's a bigger resource hog than StreamYard is.
Oh.
It would cause a lot of
Really,
problems with their computer,
really glitchy.
especially if you have an older computer. It tends to really, really glitch out.
You go like this a lot. I don't like you're having some kind of spasms.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
goodness.
Oh, honey. They're not showing me the darn prices. They're just what? Okay, they're showing me Core, Advanced, and Teams. I thought that was the old one. See, I don't even think they're putting them up. Are they putting them up? Tutorials, audio, all. What the heck? No.
Maureen,
That's
do you
so
have water?
weird.
Shh.
She had the T there. Yeah, this is not even showing me. StreamYard's being a poop.
Well, maybe who knows? Maybe they got a whole bunch of backlash and people were like,
Yeah, maybe they pulled it down. I don't know.
because it's like
Right?
nobody else has gotten a letter.
Yeah, I know Melon crashes a lot. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that Shawnee had also said that I don't like melon, but it was like, wow, I don't know what melon is.
I'm thinking it's the same person.
It's a fruit.
Yeah.
You grow them, Maureen, remember?
Yeah, I purposely looked for something else because somebody else used to always complain about it, and it would do that. It would drop the whole panel, and then we'd be back up, and it was really crazy. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, especially if you're on a budget and your budget is what it is. Sometimes it can either go against you because you forget that you're doing the auto pay, or it can help you because you've got everything on auto pay and that section's on auto pay and you don't touch that money and you've got that money set aside to go on that card.
I only have two things on auto pay. That's my internet and my phone. And the rest of it, my water, I call in the payment, and my electric I do over the internet.
I
Or I
pay.
can call it in.
Yeah, I pay everything over the internet. The only things it's like that I have the auto pay on are things like my website or like the StreamYard, things like that. But my bills, I pay. I go in and physically pay them online. I don't have them take it out of my account.
No, it's not the National Geographic version. It's my little spot where my coffee cup goes. Nothing. No National Geographic action. Yeah.
Where my money go?
You know,
Yeah.
Shawnee, I didn't even know there still was a melon. I thought the company bought them and just they all were named the same thing now. I didn't even know they offered melon anymore. That's how old it is. It's just that old, and that they made that sale.
Well, that melon's all put in the compost heap.
That's right. It needs to be composted. Right. I don't think there is. I think the company bought them and absorbed it.
Goodbye, madame.
Right? Auto, where my money go? Yeah, you got you got to put that money aside. I remember when I was young and I really did not understand credit cards at all. Like, oh, free money. Oh, but I got a credit card and I got this limit, so there's money there. No, Carol, you got to earn the money to put there when it comes in the bill.
I forget what the numbers were, but evidently America is an all-time high for credit cards being maxed out.
Well, we're in a situation where people are, since that time, people are losing jobs, and it's getting rough, and all the pricing of everything has gone up, but especially groceries, and then just even this year, like. Take us for an example. Thank God we had some savings, but that was $6,000 just about the two things that happened, and the fridge going out, and then us having to replace our electrical panel. We had no clue. It was like on the inside of the garage, and there's a thing on the outside when they bid the job.
Right.
We had no clue. We were like, oh, good, we got it taken care of. Then they come out and they're like, no, you still got to do this part outside. And we're like, what? Yeah, do it for you. Yeah, that's what we would probably do. Definitely. It's this point where all the live streams I am in chat on, I want to ask, hey, what streaming source are you using? Yeah, I do. I usually ask because we were teasing Big Rooster tonight because he was having issues. Like his audio was perfect. He was frozen. But his audio was absolutely perfect, was not skipping a beat. And everybody's like, what in the world? But it wasn't one that I was familiar with. I don't know if he was doing it. He was saying too that it might have been his camera was not keeping up with, like it was an older camera. Oh, sweet GT. Credit card equals, yes, that's what you think too when you're younger. Like, woohoo, money. Yeah. And even sometimes when you're older, I have to be careful. Like,
good night, Kentucky Goblin.
Oh, good night. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate you.
Good night, Kentucky Goblin.
Sweet dreams. Yeah, no, Shawnee, we appreciate that extra help helping us. We need one that's affordable and that can still kind of do the same things. And it seemed like you found that one, and it was like $9 from Devil Dogs Talk. And I would trust him. He's a techie. Like he's pretty techie.
And that's the Streamlabs one.
I like aggravating them.
15 minutes, Duncan. God bless you. You have a great weekend too. I hope you get some rest.
See you,
Yeah,
Brenda.
take care,
Much
Duncan.
love, Duncan. And you're always welcome up here too, Duncan. Just let us know, like on a topic that you have, because just like Maureen said, we're so grateful to have you in the community because you have experience and things that some of us don't.
Yeah, I think the Streamlabs one is the one, like, if you're going to do membership lives, I think it's Streamlabs that they recommend. There's only a couple
Mm.
that you can use for that. So
Let me just hold on. I'll keep chatting.
la 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 la.
Wah, 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 wah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And then last night, I think it's David George, I think his name is, went and gifted a whole bunch of people. I don't
Yes.
even know. And now I see how you do it. You click on the little tag, and then Sean, if you look in the what are they called? In the emojis, there's we won't be able to see them on Carol's or in here, but there's 5 emojis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're so cute. Oh no.
No, I
Okay.
thought it was David George. I think his last name is George.
I thought it was Ben.
Maybe it's Ben George.
Think so. Hold on. Oh, darn it. No. Okay, that was a pop-up. Hold on. I found something. I don't know how super legit it is. Hold on.
They're so cute.
They are adorable. What the new message? What is it doing? That's weird. Okay, hold on. Saying new message. Oh, it's just a pop-up like an AI. Okay. Hold on. I've got to come back now. I always forget that it's like I've got to do the 2 clicks, like the add to the stage click. It's going to be hard to see. But I'll drop the link and it just shows you real-time broadcasting, like it lines it up. And of course, StreamYard probably pay these guys some money, but at least it shows us the features. And Streamlabs, it says, doesn't have social media streaming. That's weird.
But they do.
Oh, it's rated and they said not applicable. Oh, this is weird. All right, maybe we'll disregard this. Yeah, because it looks skewed. Because they do have that. It says session recording is not applicable either. Applicable, thank you.
Oh no, that's Streamlabs. It's Streamlabs Talk Studio. That's what you need to have.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll come out of this.
Yes,
and
GT,
I'll go
you are a member of you got a month from
back.
Ben George last night. He went and gifted 10 people. Or maybe no, yeah. I think he did 10 or 15 people. Yeah, so you get a little you get me beside your name now. Yeah, the little gifts. Yeah,
So wait,
it's super
is it
blessed.
not? It is Streamlabs, but Talk Studio is affiliated with Streamlabs, though, right? That's what it.
Streamlabs Talk Studio.
Yeah, it's called Streamlabs Talk Studio. Okay, that's what. Okay. I should take it to Reddit. Reddit, they don't hold nothing back. Yeah, people are looking already. Let's see. Yeah, they're looking already on Reddit. It's somebody's asking. So let me see. StreamYard versus like Talk Studio live stream alternatives. The majority of my channel weekly is live streams. When we started, we used StreamYard and it was pretty solid, but lacked customization that we wanted. Then we switched to Melon, which gave us a lot of the visual customizations that we were looking for. Then Melon became Talk Studio. Oh, still not bad, but we've had issues with the live streams failing a few seconds after going live. Kind of rare. And other little nitpicky things. We're coming up on renewal time, and I'm wondering if anyone else does something similar, if you all experience. So that's the basic question, and they have all the answers under this. So I'm going to see if I can just copy that and put it because they don't hold nothing back on Reddit. People just let it fly. I guess that's everywhere, kind of. But at Facebook will put you in timeout. All right. Oh, are you good? I'm glad you guys are still here. It got so quiet.
No, we're listening to you.
Okay. I hope that's right.
Okay,
There we go.
neighbor. Well, good night.
It is a little stressful, yeah. Well, especially because we don't want to see
And,
like our credit
remember,
card.
put a rowboat next to your front steps just in case.
Oh, he's talking on his thing. I'm like,
On a CB.
yeah, and then see it in his hand. Okay.
That's right. It's like,
Um,
what
I
is
know
he
what?
talking about?
Huh? Now I lost my train of thought. Shoot. What was I just saying?
Oh, and then, but I think in
Oh, the automatic paying. That's what I was just saying. Like, I don't want to see $44 suddenly on my credit card.
yeah,
And my husband will freak.
yeah, and
He does
but I
that.
think Streamlabs is the one where you don't, if you're on panel, you don't get to see the chat. You'd have to have another window open to see the chat in
Oh,
Streamlabs. But Restream, you can't. I do believe you can see the chat.
yeah. A
But
car.
Shawnee was just going to go and start emailing them and saying, we need to see that.
Yeah, I've heard. Oh, there's another one. This one's called Ecamm Live. Never heard of them. I'll have to check them out.
Oh,
I've
you
heard
can't type in chat unless you go on YouTube. So I made I made an error. On panel, you can see the chat, but you can't type into the chat. You have to go on YouTube. I don't
Okay,
know if Restream does that, but Barry
so
will find out.
there'll be a simple solution to that, guys.
Hmm.
On your YouTube channel, we're live right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Up in the top where we I'm waiting for mine to open up.
It says pop out chat.
Yeah, pop out chat. So you could just have that open because it's a resizable window, and then just close out the main YouTube channel page. It'll just keep your chat, that little
Yeah.
chat open.
Yeah.
And
So the three little dots where, it says top chat, and then there's an X right beside the X is the three dots. That's what I used to use when I was performing so that I could watch the live chat when I was performing online back in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it pops out.
Some of these, okay, some of them you have to look right next to the name to see how old the responses were. But
Yeah.
they're going back and forth with basically the Talk Studio is still doing what Melon would do, that it's dropping them. And
Wow.
yet it dropped the people doing the live, but it didn't drop the connection somehow to YouTube, and it was still live on YouTube.
Oh no.
That would be horrible. Like,
Yeah, because if you start,
how do you disconnect it?
Well,
Right.
at that point, I would just go down I would
put
go
it
into
in
Windows and
private.
just disconnect my internet for a minute and then bring it back
Right?
up again.
Something, yeah. Wow. Feels
Yeah.
I put a shortcut. I had so much trouble with this internet that I had a shortcut on my desktop where I could disconnect or reconnect to the internet because it was so aggravating. Thankfully, it's fixed.
Mm.
Yeah, well, my little dabbling in Restream, it seemed really good, and it seemed very familiar. It's not exactly like StreamYard, but
Right.
it had some really good similarities in it.
Okay.
So, and even just using the free version.
Yeah. I had heard Restream was good.
Be right
too,
back, you.
in chat, and it was just oh no, it was my Facebook post. I posted it before we did it as your show. I had posted to ask people, and because I'm never on Facebook, I got just a couple people, like 2 or 3, and Sean from Alaska was the one who said Restream. And it was funny because for some reason I didn't see you were all about Restream that night. And I put it in the private chat, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm using Restream," but you called it something else in the beginning.
I kept calling it Real Stream.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
I put the L in there,
Mhm.
and then it was like got
I would
corrected.
I would do that.
Like
I
Shawnee
figured.
was even like, is it Real Stream?" And I said, "Yes, it is," but it wasn't. It's Restream.
And I was wondering why I couldn't find it. I was looking.
Oh, CR, you just hush about OBS. OBS is a bunch of BS.
They have to pay us to use OBS. They have to pay us and give us classes and then give us an assistant too for OBS.
Yes, yes.
Please.
That's here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's not called that. That is not what it's called. Take away the EL.
That other one sounded
So,
interesting.
and the Restream, like I just was on the free one, and the next one is $16.
Mhm.
Cross-platform chats. So I think that means that you're going to see everything.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
if you're the one streaming, it's just for the person who streams it, not like us right now. That's the one thing we love about StreamYard is that if I can't click, Diva can, and if she can't, I can on the side chat.
Exactly. And we both make hours off of
Yes, and the
live.
combined. Yes.
Mhm. It's made such a difference for me.
Yeah, me too. Ecam Live. I'll have to look at this one, and then the restream I'll have to look at too. Yeah, because I don't want to get that surprise $44. That's not going to be pleasant right before, because the co-payment for Monday's MRI, even on insurance, is like $750 down here.
Wow.
That would be like 7,000 Canadian, I think. It's always like 10 times as much.
What do you mean? Oh, the co-host feature in multi-streaming, or like what we were just talking about, the fact that we like to co-host, and that we both are streaming off of our channels. It's we're both getting to the place where
we'll be okay without.
We don't need to worry about hours, right?
Yeah, right.
But we can still be co-hosts and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's what she was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, we might, I know you've got a lot going on, and it might come to the point where it's like we rotate. Like you do one weekend, I do one weekend, and like we don't have to do two in a row if we're exhausted. Like we won't be chasing that horse, it seems like.
It's running really fast ahead
of us.
It
is running. It's running. And then we think we're going to get it. It stops for a second. And it's like, that's what's kidding. La, 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 la.
Before the live stream, I was at 2,595. So it's gone up just a little bit.
Oh, good.
Since
awesome.
I uploaded like a short of another kitten.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't make hours on your shorts though.
No, they're different.
Sucks.
Yeah, they're totally separate.
Yes,
you have to make like million views. It's like 3 million.
10 million views.
Is that it? Yeah, it's crazy. Millions.
They could just go pound sand.
Right? I felt that. Well, you guys, we're at 3 hours, and my buddy here needs her rest, and so do I. But I do appreciate you hanging with us for all this time, and I do hope that this just encourages you that you're not the only one who sometimes worry just does that to you, and you do need to, like, you feel like you might be like, oh, why am I like that? No, everybody deals with it, and especially after those years that were difficult on everybody. We all share that. I think they want to divide us, but it's like we have to start talking about the things other than, of course, the depressing stuff like worry, but the things that we are united in. Like we're united in better food. We don't want the chemicals they're putting in our food and all that stuff. There's here. I said enough words and he's here.
But it's early yet.
Man, not in South Florida. Mine says 43 a.m. above your comment.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate all your input too. And Shawnee, thank you for doing that research. And Maureen too. Thank you. My eye is on emails.
I actually have to send Carol a message. Did you check can you check your email? Did you get that email? Okay,
Nope.
hang on just a second.
Let me look. It's buried under like 45 different things that I allowed to come to that email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they send more now. I've noticed that I have not ordered, and I don't know who does that.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We were just talking about that. That's a great plant to have
Yeah,
for
it
a
is.
companion plant. All
So
right, y'all.
tomorrow night I'm not doing a live.
Yeah.
I've got another function that I have to go and do at my friend's house. So but I will be back the following Saturday.
Awesome. Awesome.
And Storms,
Barry,
you're gonna try restream tomorrow, I hope?
tomorrow or
Yeah.
Sunday night?
Yes,
Which night?
Sunday night.
Okay. So Sunday night at your usual time, 9:30
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Unless I get a wild hair and do a daytime live.
Ooh. Oh,
Tomorrow.
daytime tomorrow? Oh,
I'll
yeah.
let you all know if I decide to.
Yeah. Theron's
Okay.
at work, so I've got the little man, so that one would be hard.
Mhm.
But do what's good for you. I just might be, yeah, in and out. Yeah. But I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for your support for all our channels and just hanging out with us. Yeah, GT, thank you for coming up. And Shawnee, always a pleasure to have you. And I think that's all of us, and Barry and my co-host Marie. Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Love y'all.
night.
Good night.